Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. Hello. And hello, darlings. What's going on to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers? What's your tea, honey? It is another glorious day, honey. So you know what time it is. I know you have all of your crumpets together because, darlings, it's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meats. What's going on, babies? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, the princess that came up in here. And hey, hello, y'all. What's up? Rhoda is up in here. Hey, Rhoda. Tannis is up in here. Are you alone? No, I'm not, honey. I got Big Red down up in here. And Aunt Nikki is coming up in here a little later. Baltimore is in the room. Come on, H squared, honey. Yes. All right, my darlings, honey, listen to me very well. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, what's going on, Dennis? I've not heard from you in such a long time. What's going on with you, my darling? Welcome to the show. Listen, honey, it's going to be one of those days, honey, because today is I said what I said Sunday, honey. So, excuse me. Everything is trying to act up. So y'all know what that means, right? That means that today is the day that I'm going to allow you to come up in here. So I'm going to post a link over here so that you guys can see it. Okay. What up, Joe? Okay. Getting life off that backdrop. Okay, you like the backdrop, darling? Thank you, baby. Okay, y'all see this? Y'all see that over here in the things? Okay, that there is the link. Okay, now you click on that link. That's going to bring you here in the queue. Okay, if you have something to say. Now we got rules and regulations to this thing. Okay, rule number 1: don't come up in here acting no motherfucking ass. Okay. Because if you come up in here and act the ass, honey, I'm telling you, I'm going to act a bigger ass. Okay? And that's what's going to be tea. Okay? We'll come over here. Please, if you're coming up in here and have something to say, make sure you got something to talk about, honey. This is not one of those, I don't want the gossip. I don't want salaciousness, honey. But, we want to make sure that everything is everything, honey. Whatever is on your mind is what we're going to speak on. But please come up in here like you got some sense. Because I'm not going to entertain a lot of the other foolishness, honey, okay? If you want the foolishness and carry it on, there's plenty of different platforms that will give you all to get your life on your foolishness, okay? Right now, we're not going to go through all that, child. This here, we're going to have fun. But y'all know what I mean by that damn foolishness and carrying on. This is not about a reading session and carrying on. It's not about all that. We're going to sit down here and make sure we get into some things, okay? So you're more than welcome to come up in here. And we're going to make sure that we put you guys on a little time so that y'all don't come up in here and try to monopolize the show, because we want to make sure that we get everybody to come up in here who wants something to say. If you don't have anything to say, that's fine. It's cool, because we can handle it, okay? Trust me, we can handle it. Oh, now I'm getting my life because just before coming on, 2 days ago, someone posted some footage of Miss Patty LaBelle. Y'all know that's my entertainment mama, right? Um, and they've got a live concert from 1978 up here on the YouTube, honey. That I was a kid at the time, and honey, yes, she done already came off and gave me life, and so I'm living for it, honey. But what I'm about to do, I'd like to show up, and oftentimes I can't never get to it. I got to get me an iPad. That's what I need. I need an iPad so that I can have multiple things going at the same time. But what we're going to do is I'm going to go over here and read what I wrote as possible topics for wait a minute. Hold on. I'm talking, so I got to turn my volume down. Oops. Wait a minute. Shit. Okay. There we go. Um, So let me read what I wrote so we can be on point, okay? So possible topics tonight are um and I'm piggybacking off my sister Helena today because she asked this question, but I want to put a little twist on it. Cheating. Is it a necessary evil? Um, is cheating a necessary evil? Okay. Now, what message does it say to you if you've been the victim? Or what are you saying to your partner if you're the one in the streets? Hmm. Let's take it from that particular angle. Because oftentimes everybody's trying to sit up here trying to find out, well, why do they cheat? Why do they cheat? Let's look at it from another perspective. Okay. If you are the victim of somebody who has cheated on you, what was the message or what did you believe the message was? Okay, what message did you take from it or messages? Because it may be more than one. And the flip side of the coin, if you were the one out there in the streets, what were you trying to tell your partner? Mm, that's gonna be hot. That's not, yeah. Aha, okay, we say bitch, right. Aha, I thought you liked that. Aha! Well, I thought you had an iPad already. Child, the one that I had, honey, has long since gave up the ghost, child. It was a cheap one. It wasn't one of the, one of the more expensive brands or whatever. It was like the little I had the Amazon Fire tablet or whatever, and somehow or another, after a few, I may have had it for maybe a year, and then the girl started acting up, and then she stopped charging. So, honey, yeah. All right. Here's a possible topic: porn. Hmm. Do you enjoy watching it alone or with your partner? Now, if you're single, do you use it when you're having relations? Is it a tool that you use in the bedroom, or on the couch or whatever the case may be, honey? Okay, that's a possible topic. I'm gonna bring you in a minute. I see you waving. Let me get to this. Okay, now another possible topic: spirituality. How important is spirituality in your friendships and or relationships? Okay, is it important for you to believe the same, or are you open to a difference of spiritual expression? And have you ever encountered someone who you believe was considered to worship the darkness, or was in darkness and carrying on? And if so, how did you handle the situation? Okay, yeah, uh-huh. Okay. What you say, by quality ones or by junk food? That's not necessarily true, Tannis, because quality doesn't, just because it's expensive does not mean it's gonna last forever. Because I've seen some folks that have some shit. Now, what you will get is guarantees a lot of times on stuff that's supposed to be quality. Okay, you will get guarantees and they will replace it and this, that, and the other, but you're going to pay for it because that's what the insurance is supposed to be for. Anything that doesn't come with insurance that it doesn't is going to be the do I did it. So no, that's not necessarily true. It's semi accurate, but not always true. Okay. And then a possible another topic that I got, a lazy afternoons. What do you do when you want to do nothing? What does a lazy afternoon consist of with you? Okay. What you say? Ooh, darkness. Okay, right. You know what? Darkness, honey. Okay. Come on up in here, Red, because I see you over there itching and twitching, honey.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, what's going on, man? Boy, you got some shit going on, don't you?
Baby, listen, honey. This is I said what I said. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
damn.
This is I said what I said Sunday. Okay.
I
Well,
don't know
Teddy,
where to
what you got
start at because
against
I
in
feel
this
like you
world?
just pushed a turkey in
That's
front of me
true.
on the holiday. I don't know whether to take the breast meat, thigh meat, or leg or wing. I don't know.
Uh-oh. That well, listen, do like we always do, honey. You start somewhere and then come back for seconds and thirds.
I guess what? I'll start down with the opening at. That usually works for me.
You're gonna take the cavity in.
I'll take the cavity in.
Get in the cavity. Okay.
They say if you get up in that cavity, boy, you can find all kinds of stuff.
Watch out. That's why they stuff it at it.
Hey,
Yes.
real
Wait a minute,
talk.
Amy said, I think Red is always in the I said what I said mode. I'm with you. I want to touch on them all a bit. Well, bring what you got.
Man,
Bring what you got.
let me tell you something. I'm gonna go. Hey, I'm gonna touch on this right here for you.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna touch on the heads or tails of doggone cheating.
Take the drumstick, honey.
Lord have mercy. The drumstick
And
is
beat it.
meaty. Look, look. They
Okay. You get
don't know who
started.
they playing with, do they? Me?
You get started. Come on.
Okay. But real talk, I've been on both ends of the fence. You know what I'm saying? And one time, a situation I had was I was the victim of the cheating, right?
Okay.
But when everything was coming apart, because I'm the type of person that I'll let you keep doing something, and I'll be setting you up the whole time while you're doing it, while you think I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I got such a poker face. I could watch you for a year. I can have receipts, photos. I'm talking about hotel receipts, restaurant receipts, trip receipts. I can have all that for a year and be smiling at your ass in the same house the whole time.
Mm.
And when I'm ready to explode on your ass, I get nothing but silence. What the fuck do you have to say?
Right.
Right, you can't. What can you say to me?
Right.
And my problem is when I went through that one time, the situation was the only excuse they could find is something I'd done 7 years ago prior.
Okay.
So here it is. We went through the process of healing from something I did major drastically 7 years ago. And you act like everything was cool for 7 years, and then all of a sudden you want to break bad. That's bullshit. This is what
Right.
I feel. You did what you did because you wanted to do what you were doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey.
I feel like you was past the statute of limitations of talking about getting back. If you wanted some get back, you should have got it back then where I couldn't say nothing at all.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And coming, and especially when, you know, everything had been copacetic. You know, we done got through the rough patch of uncomfortability. This, that, now that we settled, we healed. So I thought, and so
Right.
now you start to fester, or were you festering all this time, and we're just putting up the funk.
Right, because we done built up from apartment bullshit to a big ass house. And then
Right.
then all of a sudden your only excuse is 7 years ago.
Right.
Well, 7 years ago you had 60 days to do what you had to do if you were so angry.
Right. Right.
What could I say?
Okay.
But at the same time, what I did was I felt like because of that doggone gap, that was some stuff that you did on your own. and I was not going. It had nothing to do with what happened a long time ago. So I looked at it like this: now you finna find out what it is to be the man that gets left. So I dropped your ass like a bad motherfucking habit.
Wow.
And I know that me dropping you was a detrimental thing to you because I was the provider, the breadwinner, the doggone thing. Now look what you did. Was this broke ass nigga worth being homeless?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me bring your boy Derek up in here. Come on up in here because I got something on the stove. So y'all talk for a second.
What's up, Red? What's up?
What's up, H2?
What's going on? What's going on with these cheating ass motherfuckers? Okay.
But no, the point was like what I was trying to make was like when you doing that, which was when it was done to me, the whole question I had was I was taking care of everything. We had a 7-bedroom house, a car, a truck. Everybody had big screens in their rooms, game sessions for all the kids, family rooms, everything was laid full, going on trips. And then you doggone break bad for a nigga that you got to go around the back of the building, hand a receipt, and he loads your furniture, and he had no vehicle. Who does that?
But you know what? I don't know who do that either. I don't know how you have everything right there for you at your disposal whenever you need. Maybe
and I know
I
I'm a
don't know.
bona fide dick slanger because I still got motherfuckers calling me from goddamn it back in the day, so I know that.
Wait, Brad, you know I'm the only virgin in the room. You have to stop using words of that magnitude. You know I'm sensitive.
But here's the thing. This is what I thought right here. I didn't know that when you got all you need, and somebody give you all and give you all you can, and then when it comes to dog intimacy, you got a man that was trained by a woman, so he's doggone giving you everything that a woman needs and wants. If a man has that knowledge, and he also has the knowledge and was raised as a provider, what makes you break bad? What makes you break bad? That you have the DNA promiscuity of a whore. Period. Point blank. There's nothing else. And because you're gonna go mess with somebody that has way less, damn near nothing. And I thought it was called fucking up. You fuck down.
Yeah, way down. It's like, every time I bring you to the curb, you go right back to the gutter.
Right. What the hell? So guess what? I call them the fuck downers. When you go, when you want to go out there and fuck with Ray, when you got Mr. Belvedere at home, you's a fuck downer.
Yeah. You's a fuck downer. Now you a clowner.
Right. So and it's crazy now. And again, like I always tell people, I'm no saint. I've been on the other side of the fence. I got 2 16-year-old boys with 2 different women.
Right.
I'm no saint. But at the same time, I learned from my mistakes. And I don't call them mistakes because every child is a blessing.
Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So my thing is this. I learned from my decisions.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Which doggone not only made me, it added to the doggone man that my grandparents, my father, and my uncles that they built and instilled in me because they were some responsible cats. So they showed me the way.
Well, that's because you're a very peculiar person, honey. Everybody can't hold that title, dear.
Right. Everybody can't be who I am. You know what I'm saying? Just like coming. I knew that I was a good dude and I had a good heart when I was growing up, even young, because I had a best friend, little named Ricky, stayed in the same area. My mother always had money, so we stayed in nice places.
Okay.
So, one of my best little friends, his name was Ricky, 100% pure white boy, 2 white parents. You couldn't split us up. Then it was a guy that went to school with me, Shoesmith Elementary, Chicago, Illinois. His name was Marshall. Now, me being around all the parties and stuff, and hanging out with the grown adults with my mom all the time at events, I knew what a gay gentleman was. I knew what a gay man was. We was only in elementary school, and Marshall was the flamiest of all the flames I ever seen in my life.
Flame on.
And we was in elementary school. He had that behavior. And I was the only one that communicated with him and doggone hung out with him.
Okay.
At recess time, nobody wanted to be bothered with him. But if you talk to Marshall, you'll find out he was a fucking walking encyclopedia and he got the answers to all the tests.
Hello.
Okay.
So guess what? Y'all goddamn stay over there and talk crazy about them, and I'd be over here passing my goddamn classes.
Yeah. Like
How about
I was
that?
telling me, I was telling Meech on my show early today. I was a part of the cheating thing, but I was the person that got cheated on. And after a while, I didn't even blame them anymore because I continue to allow this Negro to do that shit. And he not only cheated on me, he cheated on me in my house, in my bed with my damn roommate.
Oh, okay, all right,
Right. Okay. Now. Okay. Now
okay.
here. Now here's the questions. Let's expound that. What was the message? Would you, as the victim of it, what was the message that you believe that the cheating was saying to you?
For me,
Either one to take it.
okay, okay. The message I got from what she was doing, I felt like I felt like this. She chose what she thought was going on. She let how would it, let's say, you know how women's intuition and women's imagination can sometimes overlap.
Right.
And I
Right.
believe her imagination outweighed her intuition and didn't realize that I was not doing no young-minded silly shit no more. And I was being the best man that I could be. She really ruined her motherfucking perfect husband.
Okay.
She
Okay.
really ruined herself as the man, or oh, ain't no good man. She really fucked it up. Because I have motherfucking, see, when you become that person in life, the provider, that perfect husband, that lover, that doggone, that caring, nurturer for kids and all that, when you become that by choice.
Mm.
You have to make a decision to sit your ass down and do the right thing.
Okay.
I had made that decision and she did not recognize it.
Okay.
So she
Okay.
thought because of my career choices that I was out here doing this and that. But I would tell you right there, when you work in promotions and you out here with all these doggone strippers and all that old crazy stuff, you don't want them little dirty bitches, bro. You sit there and watch them bitches 3-4 times a week, rubbing their vaginas on these niggas' laps. And you don't know if they wash their clothes or not. Come on, bro. Who wants that?
I don't.
Number one. Number two is just like working in the fast food restaurant crowd. Hell, listen, I cook this shit all damn day. I don't want a motherfucking burger of
Right.
bitch. Okay, I don't want no burger.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now,
Exactly.
see, me, I'm trying to figure out the message because I'm kind of like Rez with my situation because I provided everything for this young man: a place to stay, a weekly allowance, bought his clothes, bought it. So, you know what? I can't lie. I don't know what the fuck was going through his mind.
How about it? Okay, and that's fair because, and this is why I wanted to expand on that because I have had very few relationships. Okay, to where it was, this, that, and the other, and the one that I would call my first relationship, it really wasn't. It was a figment of my imagination because it was me grabbing onto attention, and then because I was being showered with attention, I allowed shit to happen because I put it under. I'm getting to know him better. Bullshit. And my very first relationship, it was long distance. I'm in Detroit. He's in Toledo. Then on top of him being long distance,
What Toledo at? Ohio?
Ohio. Uh-huh. So, uh-huh. Right.
Go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
So, but going there, okay, did not know that he was a crackhead. Okay. Because I would go down there weekly on the weekends and stuff. I spend my weekends down there with him, but I did not know that he was doing drugs and carrying on, honey, until I had just fallen for this boy. Okay. And then I'm sitting up here, I was part of love, the power of love is going, my love is stronger than the crack and this, that, and the other, and I can win him back and all that kind of bullshit.
They lost their game.
And no, so his cheating and everything, or what the shit that he was doing was to get his drugs. In fact, after we finally talked about it, like what, 15 years later, 15, 16, almost 20 years later. And I was, I have been waiting all these years to have my neck rubbed on, and motherfucker, you and you. And it wasn't even like that because when it finally came to pass, we found each other, believe it or not, on Growler. Okay, on Growler, because I was talking to this guy, and he and I, You know how when you first meet somebody online, you try to get into it, and the guy was telling my goddamn story. I said, "Child, I didn't know no better. I would say we had the same fucking ex because my ex was doing the stitches and I happened to call Michael's name, and the guy's paused. He said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, his name was Michael Hustler Sweeney Jr." And when I said that, I thought he hung up the phone. He's like, I said, "Hello?" He said, "What the hell is this?" I said, "What you mean?" He said, "How is it of the thousands and thousands of people on this line to come to talk to, I happen to find the one somebody where we share an ex." Okay. I'm like, "Excuse me?" And that's how I went to go find Michael because, I'm trying to have my neck roll moment. And when I called him, he didn't know who I was at first until I called his name. He said, "You the only somebody who calls my name like that."
I
Okay.
bet you are.
So then we got to talking, and he set up and told me, he said, "I don't remember none of the stuff that you're telling me." He said, "I'm not gonna say that I didn't do it but you telling me with the passion that you're telling me, I know that I hurt you." Okay. He apologized, but then that just shut me down, right? Because I'm still trying to have.
Because you wanted to get your piece,
I'm,
your clothes.
I want my
Okay, you know
money.
what? You know what? Hold on, stop right there. I got both of y'all right there. It's a question I've been always wanting to know.
Here we
Uh-huh.
go. Here we
Yeah, I
go.
know. I always wanted to know this.
Right.
You got two guys dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got the Ike Turner syndrome. Like, do you have a man beating on another man's ass and telling him, "Bitch, clean this house up"?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Does that go on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. All day.
So y'all had the same domesticality, type shit. Okay.
Yes.
I always wondered that because
That's
I've
where it
never
is.
seen no 911 calls about no domestic shit, like the bitch ain't cleaned my house or the bitch out doing, you know what I'm saying?
Because it don't come in like that. And this is one of the things that we've been fighting for, the Alphabet community, because it will come up, and if it's two guys, police won't touch it. They'll sit down there and say, "Oh, y'all two big motherfuckers, what the heck is this?" You know?
Wow.
And then you get motherfuckers who will sit down there and want to bitch the fuck out, and they will act like they don't want to press charges. Now you just got your ass whooped, but you don't want to press motherfucker. "Oh, I'm okay. It's cool." No,
So
it's
then,
cool.
okay, then so
It's the same
it's safe to
shit.
say you got top, bottom, domestic, same shit.
Same
Yeah,
exact
you
shit.
got men who are still in relationship with abusive men and they're scared for their
Yeah,
life to
and,
leave.
and that's the other thing, because you do have those who are absolutely they are petrified, because here's where it is. Just like with straight females, they sit up there and it's a certain element, a certain type of guy that they like. They get involved with that street thug or that hustler, the dope dealer and carrying on, and then
Right.
they pop that life. Well, that life comes with consequences. And then you get bitches up in there who like the privileges of it, but what it takes to be there, okay, they
Just
literally
like, bitch, you want Gucci and Prada, but you gonna get them take these licks.
boom. You're gonna take these
Mm-mm.
lists, you're gonna get passed around because it ain't no fun. That's my homie could get some. You're gonna get passed around, and whatever the case may be, however those dynamics are, you're gonna get shut off from all your friends.
Wow.
Family,
You know what? And
family.
I really thought that the lesbian side of the doggone shit was the worst because I saw stud females just doggone
Oh,
whoop a bitch ass for speaking back to another female.
ooh,
Oh
ooh,
yeah,
ooh.
I've known people in relationships like that. But like I told my ex, the guy I was married to for 10 years, I told him, I said, look, no matter what we do, no matter what we go through, if we go through anything outside of this house, you better make sure we bitch about it when we get back inside the house. Because I'm not doing that public shit where you start going off and all that old crazy shit. Now, you might have did that with your last ones. I don't do that.
And
Right.
yeah, I think that's terrible all the way around the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that's the omniverse doggone movement. Nobody should be doing
Right.
that. You know
Exactly.
No,
what I'm
no,
saying? You should wait till you get home and you know what I'm saying and disagree or whatever it is and chop it out. But I done seen places where I have thrown parties and I go outside and see a doggone stud female choking a bitch out, talking about some, bitch, you know what it is when you get home, right? You know what it is. And I'm looking like, what the fuck kind of Ike Turner vagina shit is this? I ain't never seen
honey,
that shit.
vagina monologues, honey, street edition.
But one thing I want you to understand and understand this truly when I tell you this. Don't always think that them dominant lesbians are the ones who beating ass, because sometimes them lipstick lesbians reverse that shit and beat the shit out of them. I'm
Honey,
trying to tell you.
and,
Well,
and,
I told Meech about the gentleman named Danny when I was growing up. They used to take us to the store. My mother's best friend, and Danny was the lipstick motherfucker that'll drag your ass through the club.
Hello.
and see, here's the thing, because oftentimes a lot of when they call them AGs, aggressive girls now, because stud is not the politically correct term anymore.
I'm not letting go of that.
I ain't either.
Me
It
neither.
works.
Sorry.
It fits better. Okay. Who in the hell? No, honey, no. Okay. I said no.
He want a piece of that meat, honey. He want a piece. Are you sharing?
Okay. I'm busy, honey. But what happens is a lot of AGs and studs or whatever, because in their mind they are men or acting as men, they would get their ass whipped by a lipstick because they don't want to put their hands on a woman. See, and it comes down. I'm telling you, this is why conversations like this need to happen, because it's the same shit. It is the exact same shit. It has different nuances because every relationship and stuff is
But
different.
it's confusing as fuck because you got too many AGs out here sneaking, looking for niggas like us to motherfucker lay some pipe to them when ain't nobody looking.
Well, you know what?
Let
And
me
that,
tell you,
yeah,
honey.
yeah,
Let me help you with that one right there, honey. Trust me, I have this old saying, and I need you to pay attention, Ray, because I know you heard it back in the day. What you see is not always what the fuck you get.
Uh huh. Yep.
They got a lot of them. They got a lot of them, and their girls are strapping on and fucking them. Hello.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because it's just crazy. It's like I done had a bitch with a full massage, goddamn it, big as me, goddamn telling me, goddamn it, yeah, nigga, when ain't nobody looking, I'm gonna get you. And I'm like, bitch, don't you like women? What the fuck? And I told that big motherfucker, I said, if you talk to me one more time, I'm calling the police.
You know what? Now it's funny you said that because people keep asking me would I do that with girls. I said, child, no, that's rape, and I will press charges. And everybody think that I'm crazy because men ain't supposed to, a man don't get raped or whatever. I said, oh no, I will. Yeah, it's unwarranted.
Oh, no, nigga, we BFFs for life. If I buy you some pussy, you gonna take that pussy.
Well, you will be wasting money. Hold on to your money, honey. Buy him a Wonder
Listen,
Woman cup, buy him a blanket or anything. You buy some pussy, that's a done deal.
hello. We gonna sit down, honey. Child, we gonna have a Netflix and really chill, bad bitch. Kick your shoes off over here. I'll be over here, bitch, and we gonna sit up here and watch Steel Magnolias and cry
No,
together.
I'm paying for the package, bro.
Okay, good.
Well, if you paying for the package, my advice to you is make it pay per view so we all can get paid, bitch.
Not pay per view.
Shit.
But okay, but let's get back here because see, I'm glad that we're moving and maneuvering this because see, the nuances are the same. But here, when we talk about cheating or whatever the case may be, oftentimes, and I said this earlier, see, a lot of folks if they stay or whatever the case may be, is because, quite honestly, they want the drama.
Wow.
Okay, they want the drama. Because they want to have that story that they can tell. You hear it all the time. A woman is not satisfied, in my opinion, until she could sit down there and have that conversation with a girl. Let me tell you about this motherfucker last night, child. What girl? Girl, this motherfucker. See, they got to have that. Okay. And then of course in the court, you got to have the one that won up the story.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, he did that, child. You ain't heard nothing yet, girl. My old man that set up here, girl, you think you did something, bitch. This motherfucker not only did he go to take the checkbook, bitch, he done took the checkbook and the food stamps, girl, and went around to his other bitches. See, we got to have that shit. Okay. And a lot of people who end up staying.
That's that shit you was talking about, that kitchen table talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you sit down and they want to have the drama of it because we live in a society to where we have not learned how to have, to value our self-worth enough to say what I'm going to take and what I ain't going to take. And here's the other thing. Oftentimes, folks are feeling as though I'm not going to get no better than this, or I don't feel like being back out into the dating pool, or we are like somebody like me, because I know I am an enabler. Okay. I have a very big heart. And I know in my wanting to help you and my wanting to see you do better and see you do good, I know I am.
Really, H2? Really?
Okay. I know that. Okay. Because I said this earlier, what I believe one of the most dangerous words in the English language is potential. Because damn it.
Yeah.
Everybody always
potential, political, all that shit.
Everybody is always working because they see the potential in you. Oh, you can, and because you have so much potential, folks like me want to push you towards it. Make sure you do it. Child, child, you got it. This is what you do. I'm not trying to change you. Shit, you telling me, you showing me that this is what you do. The problem is, they don't never see potential. They don't see it, so they never work towards it. So
okay, well, hold on. Hey, hold that thought for the big red fella. What? I'm about to die right here. This whole shit for the die. Helena, hold it down for me. Give me about 20, 30 minutes. I'm gonna hook you back. I'll be right back.
All right. Okay. All right.
But you know what, Misha, and then another word with that, another thing with that is, we all have a tendency to say that we have our do's and our don'ts when we're looking for a relationship. Let's say we have 5 things that we look for. But so many of us will settle for just 3. If you got 5, stick to your goddamn guns. If you got 3, stick to them. But when you start changing what you want in your significant other, then that's when shit starts to happen.
Right. Well, but here's where it is. Oftentimes, I really believe that most of us are not looking for relationship. We're looking for completion. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, though it was a cute little line when Tom Cruise said it in what's the movie? Show Me the Money. What's the name of the damn movie? Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
It was a cute little line to say, "Oh, you complete me." That's so cute and so beautiful. But I don't need you to complete me.
First of all, you can't complete me. I have to complete me.
I come to you whole, damn it. I come to you 100. I need you to come to me 100. As a matter of fact, you know what?
Hello.
It's a wonderful segue into something. Let me read this, because see, yeah, hold on.
I don't want 50% of you. I want all of you, 100% of you.
See, how about that? Okay, I'm going to read something from the first book on Awakenings, Epiphanies Along a Spiritual Journey, because this is
read it, honey.
It's just right there. Okay, and I wrote this I wrote it because it was me talking to people, because a lot of folks, always wonder, how come I'm single? Why are you single? Why are you this? Why are you that? And I say it's by choice. I'm single by choice because I have to fall completely in love with everything about me. So when somebody comes dangling a carrot, honey, I'm not hungry enough to jump at a carrot to find out that it's not a carrot, honey. It's an orange painted stick. Okay.
You might like the stick, but not the orange paint. Okay.
Especially in this climate, honey, because we got this orange motherfucker in the white.
Hello.
Right. So this is entitled, "What Do I Want from a Man?" Okay. This question was asked in an online discussion group, and I would like to share my thoughts on the subject. For those of you who are LGBT in the LGBT community, particularly those who identify as MSMs, that's men who have sex with men, you will feel my plight. For my heterosexual family, my sisters will understand me completely. My brothers, I would like for you to carefully scrutinize what I'm saying and pull from it what you need to in order to enhance your relationships with your lady friends, wives, potential girlfriends, and etc. This is created to encourage dialogue, so I invite all who read this to let your voice be heard and respond as you feel. I welcome all points of view. What do I want from a man? This is really a good question. Many of us don't know how to answer that because we have been conditioned to believe that to be men and do what men do, regardless of how feminine one may be. We have allowed society to dictate to us what our role should be and how we must act. Many of us do not know how to love or be loved because sex has always been the avenue to love. Heartbreak is the road that leads to a life of joyless, disconnecting carnal pleasures, which lead to misery, strife, and hopelessness. Furthermore, it's sad because many of us don't believe that we deserve anything more than a roll in the hay with a mindless stranger. I am now in a space where I can appreciate and accept that I want intimacy and courtship. For those who read my profile on Bear 411 or wherever I may place one, that's what I deem my creed. For those who don't understand, first of all, you may not be someone that I would consider to have any kind of serious potential. You will be mainly used for carnal pleasures only.
Yeah.
Intimacy. This does not mean sex only. This means being able to have decent, wholesome conversations in which we learn one another and gain insight into each other and who the other person is. This is the time where I get to understand what makes you tick and what ticks you off. This is the time where I can appreciate your likes and dislikes and determine if I can add you to my life and if my likes and dislikes are compatible with yours. This is the time where I find joy holding hands while watching television or reading a book and I still want you in my presence or space. This is the time where we create the world we want to live in and not focus on just fucking. Courtship. This is the place where I get to learn where we get to learn how to treat one another. This is the space where we learn how to make one another smile and how to be the sunshine of one's day. This is the space where foreplay is created. Now get this. Foreplay means that you are making love to my mind, not my loins. This is the space where we learn to fall in love with each other, not because the dick or the ass is good, but because of how we treat and respect each other. It is in this space where one's actions created the yearning and desire to keep you as a partner and not just some notch on the bedpost. It is in this space where fantasy and dreams come true for the two of us. It is in this space where the spiritual and physical aspects of love can connect and blossom only if we are true with each other. I'm not looking for completion. I'm looking for affirmation. To look for completion implies that you are not whole, that you are missing something vital, that you cannot function without it, and you will do anything to make sure you get it. This means that you are willing to sacrifice your truth and happiness, and you will ignore your joy for the sake of being in a relationship. To seek affirmation implies that I am who and what I am, and whoever is blessed to take my hand and stand by my side acknowledges and appreciates me for me, not the me that they want me to be. This is not to change me or me them. This means that the walk is in truth of who we are as individuals first, which brings spotlight to our union. That's what I want in a man, a person who understands that the waiting for me to get in alignment with my truth so he can manifest in my life for my life. Uh-huh.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Let's have some profound thoughts there, family. Thank you. Okay. So that's what this is. Okay. So that's where we are with this. Okay. And then coming into play and then coming into understanding this, the whole idea of the cheat. This is why I say what was the message? What did you get from it? And for those of you who were out there in the streets, what was the message that you were trying to tell your partner or tell yourself? Because there's messages there. Did we miss them? And most of the time we did because we're looking at it on the surface level. How could you do this to me? You know I was loyal to you. You know I'd stopped seeing everybody. I threw away my black book. I did this for you. How come I couldn't get that reciprocated? Or what changed in this mix because you never communicated that with me? What changed? Or what did I ignore? Because were you this same motherfucker? Is this who you really showing me that you are? And I missed it because I was blinded by the smoke and mirrors that you gave me, thinking that we were onto something. See, the messages are there. Now it becomes, what is it that we need to do? Because see, a lot of the times it becomes internalized. You know, we get the depression, we get uh the ulcers, we get the migraine headaches and stuff because we think that the deficiency is ours. You know, and what we don't do is take the part of the responsibility that's ours and then bless the message because the message is there. Oftentimes, I did this with my former roommate who has passed on now. When it hit me, but I didn't know how to handle it because when we moved in together, there was a point where I had to realize that that was a wrong move for my life. I was like, shit, but I'm here now. What the fuck do I do? Because I couldn't just up and move out. I'm here. Okay. And in that, it had become I'm gonna say detrimental, but it was a learning experience, and that was in my 30s. What I went through in my 30s is, my 30s were my 20s and carrying on. It was a little backwards for me, but trying to figure out my decisions and you know my 30s were kind of tumultuous a little bit as far as decision making and carrying on. But when I came to that realization that that was a bad move, the message was, okay, now let me take control of my life. How do I do this?
Yeah.
Because I need to bless you on your way somehow, some kind of way. And even then, I still tried to hold on to the friendship until I moved here to Atlanta, and we had a falling out back in 2014. Okay, a major falling out. So I was like, motherfuck you and the world that you come from. Okay, because if I had any choice in it, honey, I would desecrate you, honey, and start all motherfucking over, bitch. I would annihilate you from the world and tell your mama to start that bullshit all over again. But I don't have that power. So you see, that's how come God is God. Because if I were, bitch, you be gone. Okay. So and that did with that. So oftentimes there's a lot of messages that we miss. And then when we sit back and get deep, you got to dig deep because oftentimes there's some stuff in there, some lessons, some tools to learn. Because like I was telling about my ex, during that time before I was able to have my moment with him, I was comparing every relationship to the hurt that was there. In fact, that I told you, I didn't have many relationships because I was afraid of being hurt like that. I had put everything out on the line
Mm-hmm.
because of the first guy that I actually fell in love with. And he was the first guy to tell me that I was cute and didn't want nothing in return. So he walked away from it. He said, damn, he is cute. And walked off, bitch. And usually anybody who said that, that was a calling card and said, okay, we fucking. You know, he
Right.
wanted nothing. He said that and went on about his motherfucking way. I told my friend, I said, bitch, turn this motherfucking car around. You know? And that's how we started talking. And then he took advantage. I was 17 at the time, you know, almost 18. And he took advantage of something to because young, dumb, you know, wanted to be in love. I finally now I got a man because all my friends had me and now I got a hi bitch, I got a man now. you know, and carrying on. And I was in that space,
Yeah.
overlooking everything about him, overlooking everything about him, you know, overlooking it. Because now I got a man, and then I got my violent girl. Let me tell you about this motherfucker. See, I got my story to contribute to the table, you know.
I don't even want to be sitting at that goddamn table, honey. I am
Okay,
trying
now
to
I
tell you.
got my story to contribute to the table. You know, coming up in here, but what's happening?
What's
But
up,
see,
people?
one thing you said that was very, very, and I hope people listen to it. One of the mistakes that we made is we're looking for A, B, and C to complete us, and we don't even have the ability to complete ourselves.
Okay, exactly.
Mm.
Because we don't do the work on ourselves. We don't
No, we
do
don't.
the required work. And I'm gonna say this because to all my church children out there, many of y'all want to hide behind that church. Y'all want to hide behind Jesus and think Jesus is supposed to take care of it all. Jesus paid it all. Jesus did his part. Jesus died, rose again, and carried on. And he told you to get up off your ass. Jesus didn't turn the water to wine, honey, without you doing your part. He told them to go get the damn shit and bring it back here. Then he did what he was going to do.
Faith
Okay.
without works.
Hello. Okay. Okay. Is Lazarus dead, honey, and was not resurrected? Okay.
Mm.
And see, when
So,
I look at that, I look at my relationship. Like I say, my biggest downfall, and I know it was me, was because I had a young tenderoni.
right.
I was close to 50, and this person was 21. So I ain't gonna lie, I was blinded by all the youthfulness, if you know what I'm saying. But then all of that at the end of the day came back to bite me in my ass. I can remember my ex even telling me one time, well, maybe you should stop introducing me to your friends. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? So in other words, you telling me every friend I introduce you to, you want to fuck?
How about that?
I said, well, I mean, anybody who's in with if me and you are dating, why wouldn't I introduce you to my friends?
Right. So that they know who you are because you are a part of my life.
Right.
You
I
know?
at least thought it was the serious part. And I can remember another time that he did something. My daughter got mad. I was down to $40, and I told him, I said, okay. Well, he said, well, I need to pass shoes. I said, well, look, just go ahead and take the money and just do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what he did?
Got high.
Took the money and did whatever.
Mm-hmm.
After I had
Mm-hmm.
told him that I was down to my last $40.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh yeah, this motherfucker is good and selfish. He's so goddamn selfish. I don't even want to spit, child. But like I can say for me, I know I was blinded by the youthfulness, being my age, going to the clubs and this person, that person. And and the sad part about it is even at the same time, I noticed the shit that he was doing. Like when I had guys coming down here trying on clothes for fashion shows, he was, oh, can I be in the room? Why? You're not modeling.
Okay, right. How about that?
You just told me stop introducing you to my friends. So why would I want you in the room of guys that I'm using to model and they're my friends?
Well, that part. That part.
So then,
Okay.
so then he looked dumb faced, and I'm like, child, you guess what? You done gave me everything that I need, and with like you were saying earlier about the domestic violence thing. One time he got so wild out that he broke the windows in my house and everything, and the police said, well, you know what, Mr. Smith, we have to take this call because now we take domestic violence seriously, whether it's man on man, woman on woman, woman on man, or whatever. We have to take all these calls seriously because in the past we haven't, and we've lost too many people.
How about that? Let me go to the comments. Let me come on. Okay. I don't want to make a sweeping statement about lesbians, but in my experience, I find that some pretty insane drama comes from that part of the community. This one girl pulled a gun on her ex. Listen, let me tell you something about lesbians. Okay. And this is and Amy, you know this because you work in the bars. When a lesbian get that goddamn, particularly white lesbians get a goddamn beer in them,
Girl,
bitch. When a white lesbian get a motherfucking beer in her, if she go through a goddamn 6-pack, it is off the goddamn chain. Do you understand me? And I don't know what the hell that is. but it is. When black lesbians sit up there, lesbians get that goddamn Hennessy and Coke up in them, it's a whole different motherfucking ball game.
Liquid courage.
I don't know what the hell it is as far as them trying to prove how masculine of a girl they are, or whatever the case may be. I forgot. I didn't see my picture ain't up in here. Wait a minute. I don't know what the fuck that is, but being a security officer in a bar and having to go break that shit up. Okay, because when you're doing bar security, you have to break the fight up, which means you got to get in it. And then when you're dealing with women, you know, we're not supposed to hit them, number one, but them bitches, they want to act like they motherfucking Leon Spinks. They actually throwing jabs, bitch. You got to knock them bitches the fuck out.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Grabbing about her neck or about her hair because she done already took her girl and knocked the shit out of her, or if it's two studs going up because like pimps or whatever, they arguing over the same bitch. You know, you on my woman, bitch. Ain't nobody on shit. I didn't even know that was yours. Oh, my bad. What the fuck is up? What, you disrespecting me now? And it becomes that whole ghetto shit. And it's like, are you motherfucking serious? If y'all don't get your asses down? But hey, and let me go here because I'ma say this, I'ma go out on the limb and say this out loud because I've never said this publicly. But I really do believe that a lot of times because women are emotionally charged more than men are, that's one, I believe that's one of the reasons why those fights are so fucking vicious. Because of the emotional charge. Then you got this stud who want to be this motherfucking stud and shit, but then you got bitch attitude. You got bitch feelings that you fighting against. And I think that's an internal fight that they project on other people. Now, I could be completely wrong, but that's just a theory that I'm working on. Because when it's two dudes, it becomes the whole idea, you ain't gonna punk me. Because now we got that machismo shit. And then if it's a dude, a masculine dude, and his and who what he fucking around with got a little butch queen in her, okay? If she got too much finger snap, then you can see he trying to bitch her out. And then you got the butch queen that sit there and say, nigga, I don't care how much woman I am, bitch, don't motherfucker forget I'm still a man. So now it becomes that whole machismo shit. And you ain't gonna, okay, it ain't what you think it is, baby. Don't let the motherfucker smooth taste fool you, because I know that's what the fuck I do. Okay? Don't let the smooth taste motherfucking fool you, bitch. Okay? And it becomes that. But see, with two guys, it is expected for two guys to do because we do what men do. Men don't talk, men fight. You understand? And it becomes a whole big to do. A whole big to do. Okay. Princess said, I'm not offended by the words. Okay, but cool. Okay. Wait a minute, let me come on down. Let me see. What bothers me is that they're sneaking around for some pipe. There's an issue that they need to address first. Now, you know what? Now, a lot of that is because, see, when we're dealing with society, and we're talking about societal norms. This is why I'm asking, what's the message? Okay. Heterosexual people, when they go out and do their thing or whatever, we have to understand on what dynamic it is. Okay. Now, when a heterosexual couple are cheating heterosexually, that's something. But when you have a heterosexual couple and they going out cheating with the same gender, okay, then there's issues there. And the flip side, now when you got gay couples, okay, because we in the alphabet community, honey, we can't stand. Listen, we want everything to be picture perfect. Either you're gonna be the L, or you're gonna be the G, or you're gonna be a motherfucking T. But that B shit, no. As a whole, the community can't stand the B's. Okay. They can't stand the B's because everybody thinks that the B's, the bi children, are confused. And if you're in a relationship with somebody who was bi, that there requires a lot of strength because at any given moment, they tell you, if I'm with you, I'm with you. But there's trust issues because I don't know when you may have a taste for something other than me.
And you know it's coming. You know that's coming. That's why they tell you that
And you
from
know
the
it's
beginning.
coming.
So when
Coming.
you get on their nerve, they can use that as an excuse to say, well, bitch, you know I like pussy when I met you.
Right. Boom. And so because of that, that there is where this thing is. Okay, that's where it is. And the same thing now with lesbians, and that there is where it is because a straight man love a lesbian. Honey, who still want to sit down there and get dick down. Because that's why the lesbian community is always seemed to be the more accepting part of us because of the heterosexual fantasy of it all.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And it may seem to be a stereotypical thought process, but most straight men, okay, the norm of a straight man is for him to be the kingpin in the middle of it all. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? That he's the one being service because I'm big dick on campus and carrying on. So I'm the one, and I got my harem. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, you can licky over here, licky, but here I'm the king. You know, so that there becomes a whole different play and things of that nature. But there are women out there. I mean, even with the toys, because who said this? Who? Wait a minute. Bonnet Chronicles. What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? Bonnet Chronicles, y'all, on Instagram from Basketball Wives. Oh, I'm looking right at her. What's her name? Oh, what's her name? Children.
You're not talking about the old woman, are you?
No. What? Oh, god damn it! I got a picture with her. I met her. What's her name? Anyway, the Bonnet Chronicles, child. She sat there and said at one of her things. She said, she was talking about. She said one thing I had to come to understand: lesbians like dick. But oftentimes, I never thought that was a problem. I just think that they just don't like what it's attached to. Because of how it's used and the care, the caressing, and this, that, and the other. The presentation is different, So that never is a problem. But we have a lot of people who have not reconciled that in their minds to say, yes, this is what I like. And then because of society wanting to have certain norms, well, if you lesbian, that means this. That's how come men can't experiment because there's some people who may be curious about it, but may have tried it like, oh, you know what, this really ain't for me. This ain't what I thought it was, and have left it alone. But because a man can't say that he's experimented with another man because then he's automatically labeled as gay. He ain't even labeled as bi. He's labeled flat out gay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. After an experimentation, it's like, nah, I realized that wasn't for me. And carrying on. Women, on the other hand, they could experiment all day. They
And it's fine
experiment
and
all
it's
day.
acceptable.
And that there seems to be acceptable. So now when we're talking about cheating and understanding messages, see, here go an onion that has so many fucking layers because we don't know exactly where it's coming in on and what the psyche is because we have been so fucked up as people because we got so many different elements that go on that psyche to where now it's like, I would love for it to get to a factor where can I just have fun? Can I just say this is something that I wanted to do? I thought about it. I tried it. I liked it. And, I'm just having fun. I'm doing me. Okay. And we could say that sincerely because we say that not to weaponize it. Because a lot of times when folks don't want to deal with who they are or deal with ridicule or whatever, that becomes the retort. And it's said as a weapon and not as empowerment. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I'm
I
just
mean,
doing me shit.
let's look at a gay relationship. One. I mean, in the same realm, you'll have one guy who's a total top. Now, listen to me. Watch where I'm going. We're gonna learn something here, children. You have one guy who's a total top, and the other guy in the relationship is versatile. Let's have this conversation, Meech.
Right. Come on now. Come on now.
So then their thing is when they decide to step out on you, the first thing they say to you is, well, you knew I liked dick and ass when I met you.
Listen. Okay, talking about that cheating. What I said about the messages. Here we go. Let's talk about that because see, this is something that folks don't want to get into.
Come on, Meech. Bring it to the table, God damn it.
Down here, they call it unevenly yoked. Okay, in the spirit realm. Okay, ladies, when you got a man and you met that motherfucker at the strip club, if you met him there, what the fuck make you think that he ain't gonna go back there? Okay, that's the first thing. If you in an alphabet relationship, child, you claiming that you are a total top, okay, and yet you fucking with somebody that say I'm verse, okay, I can roll with the flow, but as a man, trust and believe, honey, that's gonna be a moment to where you know, okay, my feeling is this, okay. Now, if we are in a relationship, this is why I don't believe in labels in relationship. If I'm in a relationship with you, there is no such thing as top or bottom to me. There is, we are a loving couple and we do what we need to do to make each other happy within reason because we have to agree on it. Okay. And so that's there's no such thing as labels and things of that for me. But for those of y'all who want to sit down there and be total, I always say total anything is going to keep you totally unsatisfied or totally out in the cold. Okay.
Totally.
Okay. Because a total top and a versatile somebody, y'all gonna butt heads anyway. Because on those days where my more masculine self want to arise,
Come on.
okay,
Come on.
you gonna sit down there and deny me because you gonna sit there and say that what you said you knew what it was when we first met. Yeah.
And so did you. And so did you.
And you said you can handle it, and so did I. And I told you, you know, and I told you. So now I got reason. I mean, now, no, okay, I can sit up here. But then, because here's the thing, sexually speaking, most folks and ladies, you understand this because when you want the man to go downtown, he's up there to tell you he ain't into it doing you, but he wants you to do him. Okay, he wants you to do him.
Well, ladies, what you need to tell him is that you do 68 and you do 69. You don't do 68 and owe nobody nothing.
How about that? Okay, but here's the thing: it becomes all of that because again, the way these gender roles are, everybody starts to thinking as though this is the way how it's supposed to be. A man is supposed to be serviced. Okay, and you hear dudes say this all the time. Listen, all I need to do is get my dick sucked, run up in some ass, and I'm good. Get my nut, and I'm good. This is why we have a lot of women who sit up and tell me something. I'm not satisfied. Or where's mine? You know, you done turned over, rolled over, motherfucker. I'm still ready to go. You know, you done got yours, and then it became a race to the finish. Who could get it first? That's, you know, that's tricky. That ain't no motherfucking relationship or whatever. You don't love me. You out to get a nut. That's what you do when you're hoeing and you're tricking and carrying on. Okay? Shit. But in relationships, if you set this and see now you're starting to set this up to where, okay, I'm not fulfilled. Okay. Then if you're not intimate either, because here it is, you get men who don't know, who they don't want to cuddle, they don't want to talk, they don't want to do all that shit. So then set it up to where now you're distancing yourself from me. You want wifey benefits. You want me to cook and clean and have your dinner, this, that, and the other. But damn it, you're not meeting me where I need to be met. So now open up a space to where, damn, if I start to entertain it, and y'all know spiritually what they tell you in church, honey, if you think it and you think it hard enough, honey, you done already created the sin.
Yeah, right.
If you think it and your heart is in the thought, honey, you've already created the sin, or committed the sin rather. So now you open up that door. So again, we're talking about messages. What messages are you telling me? I don't have this connection. You're pushing me out. You're pushing me away. It's not that you don't think, because it's beyond, oh, am I good enough for you? It's beyond that. Because you are good enough for him, honey. You good enough for him to get his nut. He just don't want to take it where you need to go. Vice versa. Dudes, if you sitting up here and you got a size queen on your hands, okay, and she done sit up here and fuck New Jerusalem and back and sitting up here telling you, women that sit up there and tell you, I need somebody who's got 8 or better, honey. And you sit up there and you come in, you a thick ones. Now you a beer bottle can, but you short at 6 inches. You average, but you beer bottle wide. That don't rock her boat. Because in her mind, she's set on something else. So you start to have this bridge. And a man's ego is more fragile than an eggshell. A man's ego is more fragile than an eggshell. Bitch, if you want to shut a man down, you want to shut a motherfucking man down, honey. Get to that ego. Okay, hit his pride. Okay, because we as males in our world, it is very difficult being a male. Because everything rides on our shoulders, and the slightest thing that ain't masculine enough, or ain't this right, or ain't no real man bullshit, will destroy us. Because now we're trying to chase it to make sure I'm looking good in your eyesight. So when you open up that door, you open up that door. So now, when you unevenly yoked, you open up the floodgate for any and everything to come by. Gay relationships, y'all know that all the time. If you a total top, and you with a versatile, and you don't want to sit down there and bottom at all or whatever, you know damn well that's not going to work.
At all.
If you are a total bottom, and you don't never want to use your damn dick, bitch, you know it's not going to work. You a motherfucking man. If I want a bitch, I go get one. Bitch, I don't need no motherfucking bitch.
Is Demetri on? Okay.
I just froze for a minute. I got stuck.
Okay.
But
it is because and the sad thing about it is, and we still do this to this day, we still connect someone's sexual desires to their energy, and that's not always true. Just like you have dom lesbians who don't mind getting dick down.
Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Let me go ahead to the comments. Okay. Some pretend well, but change into a whole different person as soon as you get full throttle in the relationship. Now, Tracy,
don't you start nothing up in here tonight.
Tracy, you don't. Honey, okay, drop the mic right there. Drop the motherfucking microphone right there. You done just, listen. The tea bubbling over and the tea leaves are burning at the bottom of the pot, honey. Because you just did that one right there. Mm-hmm. You just did that one right there. You just did that one right there. Okay? The picture was there from the beginning. Some people just ignore them because they want that person, but not the consequences. Pernita? Mm-hmm. Pernita, hold your hand out. I'm going to slap your hand. Damn it. Because that's, yeah, right there. Right there. Right there. Right motherfucking there. Okay. That's real Ishmish. Thank you. Honey, y'all know, listen, if we don't do anything, honey, we're going to sit down here and tell it like it is, honey. Hey, kitty girl, what's going on? I hope you listen to this. Okay. I hope you're listening, honey. Okay. Wait a minute, because I went too far and I got to scrolling. Okay, here we go. Wow. Hey, Primo, what's going on, handsome? Okay. Oh, he's so cute. Okay. And I was about to well, he is, child. I hit it working girls. I hate it working girls night. Girl fight twice as much as the men. Don't they? And it's crazy and it's ridiculous and it's absolutely ridiculous. I almost got into a fight like that. Generally didn't know at the time, but managed to walk away because my friend at the time talked down the other woman. Really? Okay. Didn't know the woman I was checking out was there with someone, that is. Right. And now, okay, now let's go there. Let's go there. Again, messages, because goddamn it, if you know you are in a relationship or you got somebody that you're talking to, why in the fuck did you sit down there and act like you still single when y'all both out at the same club together? This one is on one side of the bar. You over here, you know motherfucking well that you talking to somebody. You don't give me the heads up at all. Okay? Now I can sit up here and play tiddlywinks with your motherfucking feelings. Then this bitch come out the motherfucking side door or whatever and want to jump bad. Wait a minute, hold up. I didn't know nothing about this. Let me give y'all a story. Honey, it's real good. I had just moved here, right, to old Atlanta. So I meet this guy on one of the little sites or whatever. You know, we talking, the vibe is good. And we just talking. So, you know, I'm free. So then I meet this other guy, right? You know, and Canada, I'm meeting him. And this, that, and the other, and things. And the one guy, I'm gonna call him Jay. Jay is sitting up here saying, okay, we gonna meet. I said, well, cool, well, come on over, you know, come through, this, that, and the other, you know. Hell, I'm off this weekend, come on through. Okay, I'm gonna call you, never did. The other child, okay, I'm gonna call him Larry.
Hey, Larry.
Uh-huh. Larry sits up there, you know, we talking to Karen on it, so Larry comes through and he ended up spending the weekend with me. One weekend, honey.
Did?
An entire weekend with me, honey. And that was absolutely fantastic. Well, I sat down and I said, listen, you know, we need to get some refreshments or whatever. And I said, well, here, I'm going to go run to the store. Do you need something? I'm going to let you stay here. Now, I know y'all going to think I'm crazy because I just met the man and let him stay in my house, you know. But I was cool because I had just moved there. Wasn't nothing valuable up in there and carrying on. So, hell, I'm good. Well, I come back to the house and I see, I'm checking my messages and stuff, and I see that Jay had called.
Ooh.
And I said, oh, okay, well, cool, you know, cool. So I call him back. I said, hey, baby, what's going on? He said, hey, what's up? I said, yeah, I see that you called. I missed your call. He said, yeah, I was calling, but I was calling to speak to Larry.
Bitch.
I said, calling to speak to him. I said, he don't live motherfucking here. What you calling him for? Calling here to talk to him. Oh, well, here, yeah, you have to understand something. The man that's over at your house, that's my husband.
Bitch.
Stop. Bitch, I put that motherfucking phone on speakerphone. I said, let me tell both of you motherfuckers something right now. I don't play these motherfucking kind of games, goddammit. I don't play this game right here. I don't play none of this motherfucking bullshit because I'm talking to both of y'all on motherfucking line, and neither one of y'all told me y'all was in a goddamn relationship. Now you come over to my motherfucking house, and you got your motherfucking man calling my house, looking for you, bitch, and you've been here all weekend long.
And he knew you, and he knew he was there.
Bitch. No, that's what it was. He didn't know that Larry was there because this is when I found out this motherfucker schizophrenic that was off his medicine. So they had a fight and Larry left and was gone all weekend long. What happened was he ended up calling that motherfucker and the child called my house back.
So he called him from your number?
Yes.
And he caught it on caller ID? Bitch. Now that right there, that deserves a sure so motherfucking Wonder Woman's bitch, and you need to come out in your red, white, and blue and beat everybody's ass.
I'm telling you the God honest truth. You could have cooked a motherfucking Thanksgiving, an entire Thanksgiving meal on my forehead. Bitch, I was hot. I was so motherfucking hot, bitch. I didn't know what the hell to do. I said, we can't do this. We can't motherfucking do this. And now that day, I moved here in 2007. Damn. Okay. In 2007. So this was 2007. I did not meet Jay face to face. We ended up going, we were at the bar together, and we didn't meet till maybe like 8-9 years later, face to face, because this child was about to undergo the same surgery. She was going to have a gastric surgery. And now mind you, in between that time, we had still been talking online or whatever, but I had to get all that together. Now fuck that bullshit. He was trying to, no, it's not like that. I'm not coming on you like that. I said, no, you're not going to come on me like that. I'm not finna get ready to play this motherfucker. Oh, you sleeping with my man bullshit, bitch. This ain't motherfucking Jerry Springer. Okay, this ain't Maury Povich. No, you are not the father bullshit, honey. And this ain't no motherfucking damn my man did me wrong damn song. You understand? Cause no, hell to the motherfucking no. Yeah.
So did you still manage to stay in contact with either one of them?
Listen, we were rolling in the same circles.
Bitch.
So Larry, I would see Larry constantly. Okay, and then he was still doing the same bullshit because then, okay, I ain't gonna get a lot into that because he did some. Yeah, it was a whole bunch of bullshit that came with his motherfucking ass. And every time it hit my door, because you fucking with one of my kids or one of my grandkids or one of my nephews or whatever, I had to watch that motherfucker because he was one who did not know how to say, I am not monogamous. Okay? He is one who like to be in a relationship for the sake of being in a relationship, but don't know how to be monogamous because you like to have, listen, it's okay to go to Old Country Buffet. They don't call it that no more. Got that what? Golden Corral. It's okay to go to Golden Corral because you like the motherfucking buffet. Because you got everything there at the motherfucking buffet. But hell, if I want to go to Olive Garden because I strictly want Italian motherfucking food, bitch, don't get mad at me for that. And don't tell me that we gonna go to the motherfucking Olive Garden and you secretly got coupons to go over in the motherfucking Golden Corral.
Okay.
Come on up in here, redhead shit.
You missed it, Red. That was a good one. You missed that one, honey.
He got it. He was in the queue.
Hey, no. Look.
Hey, Miss Red.
Hey, baby. Hi, what's up?
Hey, got a question for you. Let me see your cup. What was that you drinking?
Oh, this is just orange juice this time. My Wonder Woman cup. I got to get some new ones, but yeah, I'm gonna have these for a minute.
You got to get
That's
another.
an awful small cup, Meech. I thought you like things big. That's a small ass cup.
Oh, I got this one here, and then I got this one over here.
See, big and round. Look at it, big and round. Got that big old bottom, honey. Oh,
hey, you know how you started out earlier before I got offline? You was talking about the whole, remember, because Helena was pointing at me, he was talking about the big heart and all that stuff and the potential.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, you're not the only one in America with a big heart.
No, we need a support group. It's many of us. What y'all do? What y'all doing? Why y'all like to?
Oh Lord!
Your niece said, Meech, your niece loves you just that much. Every time she go to work and have anything to do with Wonder Woman, she always comes back with a gift for you. So that's
that's so nice. He just as happy as a pumpkin jesser with a bag full of you fill in the blank.
Wait a minute. Y'all can't be doing this and I'm on the live. I said, no, y'all can't be breaking me down. Shit.
Well, let me tell you something, honey. Not only skinny people get broke down, all people get broke down in all shapes and sizes, honey. Oh.
What's wrong?
what you eat? Curly fries.
Oh, don't like grease.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead, Buck. What you saying?
Hey, you better come on here, Meech. Here she go.
Hey, baby.
He's
That's
crying.
my yeah. Oh, you love your ankle, don't you, honey? Yes!
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He don't know how to act. I bet you his nipples hard and everything.
Take the time.
Yeah. Oh, she kind of like she had something off her.
Oh, my God.
For the last two.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh.
Eric got a question.
What's up, E?
Oh, shit.
Okay, is
Wait
it
a
my
minute.
turn yet?
Y'all talk. Wait a minute.
Okay. It's on you, baby.
I'm so happy for you, Meech. People don't understand that the joy that actually brings you to get these things. You understand? We all happy just seeing you be that happy. That
Do
being
y'all want to know what bring me joy? I can tell you what bring me joy.
What?
No, I will not say this on live. Not here. I have to inbox you.
Okay, you can inbox it. We got you.
Okay, all right. So keep in mind the spirit of this particular show, this being Sunday, I said what I said. So with your permission, sir, I shall have my comments. First of all, thank you, Meech. Thank you, Red. Thank you, Nikki. I know you are here in spirit, if not behind stage.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me get ready.
Your platform.
Go ahead. I'm protected now. Go ahead. I'm ready.
All right. Keep in mind when people invite you on their platform to give your opinion in this manner, there is certain things you should contend with. So that being said, allow me to dish out some respectful shade for a moment.
You better work, goddammit.
You better motherfucking work, damn it. Come
Okay.
on.
When you are allowed to come on our platforms to express your views, something that we all, as people who do podcasts on a regular basis, take very seriously, there are certain things I would appreciate for you to adhere to. Keep in mind, we bring you on to have respectful discussions. This is a forum where we want to hear your opinion, and we value said opinion. But that opinion is lost on not only the people who you are on a particular show with, but the people in the audience itself when that opinion comes in an argumentative form. Keep in mind, this is a discussion. When you have a discussion, you state your point, you hear the other person's point. You listen to said point, they listen to your point. Then you come to some term of understanding and grow from that conversation. When that conversation is based on and she this and she that, and basically your point is just the same point in a very circular motion or standard, you're not really getting out of that what you're putting into it. And we as the audience and the people who are putting you on our forum, we're not getting from you what we need, no more than you're getting from us. As I'm making these comments, as you know, they're probably directed toward one person individually. You can put two and two together, person. What I'm saying is we appreciate that you have your opinion and you have come to state it. And we respect you for your opinion, whether we agree with it or not. But that being said, in the future, perhaps, when you come on this forum, that goes for anyone else who chooses to use this platform so graciously that Meech has provided, please keep that in mind when stating your comments and opinions. Respectfully.
He said what he said. That's all it is.
Yeah, I said what I said and meant what I said.
He said what he said. Okay.
That being said, I will be quiet and let people comment on that, and then I would like to address some of your other topics briefly.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Agree with it was the part where she said you like to do stuff, and then you don't like it when it's done to you.
Listen, I said what I said,
as
and
always.
I'm not changing on it. Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I still have on my shades. Because I know it's gonna be a little bit more shade thrown tonight, but I'm here for it. Goddamn it! I throw the motherfucking shade. Goddamn it! I'm here for it. Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on, because I got to go up in here, and I'm trying to get to these little comments. Okay. Oh, this is the one I wanted.
Meech, you've been going up in a lot of stuff tonight, honey.
I know, honey. Practice, honey. Practice. Okay. But didn't somebody say that that hoe was in a man's DNA? Somebody did say that.
That was me.
Okay.
And Meech, you missed the whole. Meech, you missed the whole thing. You said, did you not say he was from Ohio?
Right, I caught it. Yeah, I caught that, honey. I caught that. I was like, oh, okay, we going there, honey. Yeah. Wait a minute, hold on. Barbara said here, I just feel if you take the time to get to know the person before you screw them, maybe you could avoid a lot of problems. People always show you who they truly are, but it takes time. I'm just saying, Barbara.
And perhaps
Now,
not.
in a perfect world, and in the and carrying on, I will stand by that 100%. In fact, I'm still gonna stand by that. But
pay attention, Meech. Pay attention.
Yeah.
You got to get in the doggone time frame of what she's speaking about. She used the word screw.
Right. Right.
Hey, screw came along with courting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
so,
okay, good. Because
but you know what? But you know what? On a real, you know, sometimes, and I'm a witness to this, and I'm gonna pat my own self on the back. Sometimes you can think that you know a person. I was with my husband for 10 fucking years. I thought I knew him, but 7 years into the relationship, I figured out that this motherfucker like little boys. So you can't say that time is gonna tell everything, because time don't tell every goddamn thing. Because some people are good at hiding what they're gonna hide. Period.
How about that? Now you know what? Now, and then here. Again, because that's where I was going when we're talking about courting. The courtship of it. And I'm not talking about of Eddie's father, but then it may be.
Maybe.
Okay, maybe. The courtship of Eddie's father. Anyway. That there is a lost art form because see, right now, and particularly nowadays, let's look at it from us, Barbara, because we all 50. We know what it is to court and carry on, but then a lot of us are restarting life all over again. Some of us have out of relationships, divorced, kids are grown, trying to understand the dating pool. Now that we got internet dating, most of us don't really dig all that because, you know, we old school like to go to the bar, meet you face to face, and this, that, and the other. But we got computer courage, and everybody want to sit down there and they put a profile up. Okay, they give you a picture that's 25 years old. Okay, and carried on, or now that you got all these goddamn filters, honey. Okay, you could look snatched, and that's cute. But oftentimes, what you get to know of the person is only enough to screw and fucking carry on because that's all they wanted to begin with. Okay, they give you just enough to where and you know that's old school. That he only want one thing, honey. Once he get it, he gonna leave you. You know, that's
why you got to treat it like this. Either you're gonna stop at the gas station for a 6-pack, or you're gonna go to the package store for a case.
Or you can put people where they belong. I can only speak for me. There are certain people in my life, and they're only in my life for one reason, and that's for a fuck shit. Plain and simple. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm gonna see you. You know what we're gonna do. That's it. There may be some people that are potential, but then you have to let them know, am I gonna date you exclusively, or I'm just gonna date you?
Right. Because everybody got a Sandra Clark in them, honey. Come on, Eric.
Okay. See, let me put my 2 cents on this. Okay. You know how most people kind of have that 3-date rule before they go to the next level? I think it's a reason for that. Basically, date 1, introduction. Hi, my name is so-and-so. Basic background info, that type of stuff. Date 2, that's when you start to get into the more of, okay, so what do you do for a living? What do you like? What don't you like? When you have date 3, that's when you get to the nitty gritty. That's when at that point you're supposed to be like, this is part of who I really am. Is you with it? Do you accept this? Here's my mission statement to go there. Yeah, this is what I would like to see happen in the future of whatever this is to be. I expect this. If we could get to that part at that point before having to go through all the other foolishness and whatnot and have that serious, honest discussion, we could get a lot farther.
Eric, that sounds so wonderful.
Don't it, dog?
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Yes.
Some people have all of those conversations at the first time they meet, and it no longer becomes a mission statement at a 3rd date. It becomes a missionary statement at sight.
And see where that's what that thing is, because we need to stop We need to stop confusing fuckships with potential relationships. You put them in the same category, and they're not the same thing.
You know what's crazy, Helene? I'm telling you, it's weird. Today I had this discussion with somebody. What the fuck? Okay, you're not. Sometimes you see somebody and they be like, "Yeah, this is my wifey or my old man or this is my girlfriend or whatever." Yet you giving, claiming, and putting titles in. You know what? We had this discussion right at this table here. Now I think about it. Okay, we having those discussions and claiming titles and everything, but at the same time, you don't know them well enough to put them as an item between. You cannot take you and make we when you all don't know each other at all.
Ooh, don't we know?
And that's because people are in love with the possibility of relationship.
The ideology. Exactly.
I like that, but they are in love with the idea of being in love.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay.
That was that conversation you witnessed last night. Remember when I made the scenario and we got young-minded opinions.
Yeah.
We had younger opinions. And the younger opinion was this. Eric, you missed this. You would have liked this conversation. Mm-hmm. I asked a young person about going out with a guy that would take her out and take her out, buy her something, take her to the movies, take her to eat. And that was their first time out. You know what I'm saying? That's like a first date or a first time out, just hanging out. Okay. At this point, she felt like he wanted to take me somewhere and I allowed him to. So if somebody approached me in that mall or that movies or at that place and tried to talk to me and wanted my number, and I felt like I wanted to give it to him, I would, because I'm not his woman. She felt like it wasn't disrespectful because I'm not an item with that person. He has no say-so on what I do.
Right.
Now,
okay.
You know, and it kind of made sense to me. Like, okay, you want to take somebody out and they agree to let you take them out. That don't make them your woman. That don't make them your girlfriend. Right. That don't make it. So you don't have to be given the respect of that.
I mean, I guess that goes to the 2021 rules of engagement, but in retrospect, you know, us old school folks.
Us back in the day, we ain't having it, and women wouldn't do it. A lot of times, they're not gonna do it.
Yeah, it's a respect thing, and see that's another thing about that. If I'm already out with somebody, hey, you know, I'm with somebody today, honey, you know, and this, that, and the other, and carrying on, you know, it wouldn't be the whole blatant idea of nigga, look. Okay.
I'm putting a nut in my mouth. I'm putting a nut in my mouth. Look. It was a peanut. Don't play with me.
Why you didn't put two in there?
Because I didn't want nobody to get excited. Okay.
To quote the great Helena Hologram, don't lay with it, play with it.
Okay, well, honey, she done gave us a new category, honey. She done gave us tea bags. Okay, so anyway, to all my tea baggers.
Anyway, please read Pranita's comment, please.
I'm coming down the line. A Niecy Nash situation. She tried it and liked it, honey. Okay. It's why I don't get into labels. We aren't condiments. Hello.
What up, Tracy?
Okay. Greetings to all of you. Hey there, Jamita.
Hey Jamita.
Niece, what's up, darling?
Jiggles. Okay. Jiggles. All right. Okay.
Don't nothing jiggle about that bitch but her mouth. Don't you pay her no motherfucking mind whatsoever. I'm here to let you know, honey. Let me put these shades back on. Okay, bitch. You can fly up in here if you want to, girl.
Wow, he was off his medicine. He was off the hook, honey. Exactly. Okay. Amy, gotta go, y'all. She got the baby. Okay, kiss the baby for me, etc. Let me go down. What you say? That bitch was just mental. Yes, the fuck he was, honey, in more ways than one. Okay. Von, Lord have mercy. Good evening. Yeah, you came in. Oh, Von, yeah, you know some of the stories of mine, honey. Okay, wait a minute. What we got? Okay, yes. Okay, he saw what I did because listen, they trying to sit down here and they trying to break a bitch down, honey. That wasn't you. Okay. Hercules, honey. Understand, honey. Yes, yes. I married a fool a couple of years ago. That fool, head and neck started turning like Chucky. I was like, what the hell? He was going off and I wasn't going with him. How? Okay. How? Okay. See, that's why people won't last in relationships, because they're more materialistic baggage than taking their time to get to know the real person. True that. Okay. Now I'm just speaking about myself, but at 50, I don't want a fuck with F buddy. Okay. Is that less corny, Red? I don't want any one night stands. I want a relationship. So I take my time and I get to know a person as much as I can. Family life, kids, baby mamas, etc. Even though it's never a guarantee, I still take my time before I bless someone with my goodies. That's all I'm saying. Oh, we got you there, baby.
Right.
Oh,
And
that's a great thing. There's nothing wrong with that, because if you take the time to get to know somebody and let them take the time to get to know you, they'll know exactly how far back to put your legs when you do get to that point.
Well, how about that?
And again, like I said, sometime early on in the relationship, have that discussion. Okay, this ain't happening until I know this, and this, and then go from there.
How about that?
You know what? But the thing you gotta realize is you can have that discussion and you could tell a person A, B, C, and D, but when that person step into being their self, it's like fuck A, B, C, and D. You don't really you know, time is a good thing, but time is not the best judge of all things.
How about that?
We both have trust issues, D. That's basically what you're saying there. It's hard to trust anybody, including their word.
Okay, listen. This child said, I'm a retired dog catcher. Honey, listen, y'all know I have put this up on my Facebook wall as a saying. I say, if you're not a bitch, stop listening to the dog whisperer.
Hello.
Okay.
And like I tell people, that comes in forms of all genders. Bitch is not just a female thing. You have bitch for attributes, then nigga, you a bitch. Yeah. Plain and simple.
Yeah. Point blank. And see, here's the thing. And like I said, because we are all of a certain age, and this goes to a question that I saw in a group on Facebook, because the dude was saying that he don't like dating anyone in his age bracket because 50-year-olds and stuff, you know, they in a time war. They keep talking about, well, times of this, and well, we had this, you know, they get stuck with wanting to play the same old school music and this, that, and the other. And he just feels as though I'm a youthful 53. So I like today's music and this, that, and the other. I just don't want to get stuck in that time warp because folks are this, that, and the other. But here, when it comes down to stuff like this, we come from a certain era to where our precedent is this. This is what I expect, you know? And then, yes, there are times where the kid in me come out, and hell, I may do something that's maybe a little out of character here and there and from time to time, you know, just to sit down there and, number one, to be spontaneous, to be a little different, to see if I may like it or whatever, you know, to have that experimental edge or whatever. But it's not going to take me so far out my comfort zone to where I lose the fuck out of myself. But when it comes down to relations, and you talking about your body being, you know, now we get spiritual about your body being your temple and carrying on, that there is sacred. If I say that I'm sacred and I just don't want any and everybody all running up in here or running over to me or putting their mouth here and there, I mean that. Because I don't need the exchange of all that motherfucking energy, especially when you come over here, right? What I tell y'all, what I said earlier about dating and spirituality and stuff, what do you do when you find somebody who you consider to be in darkness? See, that sexual component also carries that kind of darkness, because you'll get somebody, honey, who only wants you to do all their goddamn experimentations because they can't do it at home. Okay, they want to swing from the chandeliers and dress up in Batman costumes and shit, and want to have Catwoman whips and carrying on and this, that, and that.
Okay, here I go.
And then sit up there and want you to fulfill all of that,
right?
And take on all of their baggage because they come to dump on you.
True.
In more ways than one.
How about that?
See,
okay.
That's the beauty of us being of a particular age, because at this point in life, not only do we know what love is, we definitely know what it's not.
Not a bitch in me.
Hello.
Assness.
I'm gonna have to put this. I'm gonna have to add this word to my vocabulary.
A bitchinectomy, honey.
Yes, honey.
That's a T-shirt with the words on both sides.
Exactly.
Snip, snip, snip.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Meech. And you live mostly drama free. That there is my goal, but my drama comes in other forms because now it's not relationship oriented, but because like I said before, I am a caregiver / enabler. So when I take on folks and trying to help them out and carrying on, my drama comes in that fashion because I get folks who want to sit down there and take that for weakness. And because they're so used to me being the soft edge and Meech will understand when I got to put my foot down, now it's the goddamn problem.
Mm-hmm.
See, because now when I'm sitting up here saying, listen, this is not how this gonna go, blah, 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 they don't want to hear that. But when a bitch get upset and I start slinging shit, okay, or tell you to get the fuck out of my goddamn house and carry on, now I'm the ogre, Oh, that's so bold. No, the fucking ain't goddamn bold, bitch. I told you to sit your black ass down in my shit. And yes, I got to pull motherfucking rank. I don't have to pull rank because you already know it's mine. But now you want to act like you want to step over a goddamn boundary. Your mama and daddy and shit want to sit down here calling me and carrying on, want to give me motherfucking grief over your bitch ass. And you think I'm just supposed to take it. Because I'm Meech and I understand. Fuck that bullshit.
Mm.
And so it comes in many different forms and carrying on. Now I'm still going through this house because I got to make sure that nothing come up missing because I told y'all, child, my grandbaby come jumping in, came in through my window, honey.
Wow.
Yeah, came in through the goddamn window, child, and I'm like, really? So I'm sitting up here because I feel like something is missing. I'm like, something ain't here. And I know this child didn't do it because, we had this discussion because you came back and all of that. And I got to look through some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because ain't no telling who saw her do that. And I ain't got the one window, child. The window's in the front of the damn chair. Yeah.
And if any of the Wonder Woman stuff come up missing,
wait, hold on, baby. I'm gonna come back to that. I want y'all to see my goddamn face. Hold on, let me do this. I'm gonna blow me up. Listen, Wonder Woman, Patti LaBelle, Stephanie Mills. If any of that shit is gone, if it's broken, if the goddamn tab is broken off of a CD or something, heads will motherfucking roll. Everybody who knows me knows that. Okay. Everybody who knows me understands that. So they do not want to see that side of me come out and carry on because that is not going to be pretty. It is not going to be in any kind of way pretty. So, honey,
you are my friend.
Yeah. See, that being said, Meech, when people like yourself, like myself, who care about people and go out our way to look out for folks, we make it easy for them to get us because we put it out there. This is what hurts.
Right.
So when they do things like that, it hurts that much more for people like us.
But see, Eric, here's the thing about me, and I done gave Meech this side motherfucker. I done gave him, how you throw somebody the extra credit card, you got 2 cards, 1 account. I done gave Meech that doggone that nudge where I need him to make sure he understands me. So he has to doggone communicate with me a little better than other people because if you don't tell me nothing up front, one of your friends will get fucked up real fast.
Oh, right.
Before I even know that it's okay for them to be talking like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I have to doggone because I don't have an angry face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have a poker face all the time. You'll be standing there and I'll be like, ha ha ha, and you'll be like, that bitch was you don't know where the fuck it came from.
Right.
Mouth.
And see, that's why it's good to have a friend like you, Red.
And it is crazy. And I'm not nobody's bully, but I have certain trigger points and I have a zero tolerance when it comes to certain people. You get what I'm saying? So, and my circle's so motherfucking small. And when I draw you into that circle and put you around my family, know that you're family.
Okay.
Because I'm the person somebody knock on my door, bro, let me explain something to you. It's a wonder who it is because I don't do the traffic shit in my house.
Right.
You feel me?
Okay.
Now, all the people me and Meech know together, it's only one other person in this whole circle that know where I really know where I live.
Right.
That know my, you know what I'm saying, that actually came in and sat down.
Right.
Right. Like I said, I definitely could relate on small circle. Basically, the people that I truly know and trust can fit on this sticker.
But it's crazy because, like, I've had situations like that, like a big meal came up and I invited, you know what I'm saying? I go places, you know what I'm saying? My thing is this. I may have been free. I could be friends. I could be friends. I ain't gonna say friends because I don't use the word lose. I could be associate of yours 10 years, right? But Meech is my family. And if we got something going on and I say, okay, well, I'm bringing my boy Big Meech from the TV show, he coming with me. If you have an issue with that, then know that I'm not coming.
Flat.
Okay.
You feel me?
Flat.
If you say anything slick out your mouth, just don't even make me a plate. I'm not coming.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, don't you feel that stuff? Oh, you don't like my cooking? Right.
It just means you gotta understand. People gotta understand something. Okay, it's like okay, my oldest that be looking out for me. When she go to work, she be thinking about him because of the big Wonder Woman shit that's going on right now. So she stay thinking about him. So she be snatching shit and hiding it. Like the shit she be bringing in here for him, it'd be the last shit on the shelf. She done hid it in the back room.
Lord,
you know what I'm saying?
I done got chills again. Ooh.
So you know what I'm saying? But you know, she'll tell me, she called me and be like, look what I got Meech. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, oh snap. That's her thinking about me. So that shows you the type of person that he is. Okay, you talking about an 18-year-old child of mine. This is an 18-year-old young adult that knows people who are important in their parents' life and looking out for them.
So, Meech, how would you react if you had a date and he came over your house and he was dressed in a Wonder Woman costume?
Listen.
I'm waiting.
Well, hold on. I want to fight the big nigga, so I'm coming dressed like Panther.
Well, listen, I'm down for role playing, carry on, and things of that nature. And if somebody were to do that, you know, oh my God.
All right, okay. And this year, we gonna get you. You're gonna be the gold Wonder Woman, and we're gonna put Naomi in the cheetah. And we're going to get some money in one of these contests.
You stupid. Okay, you stupid. Child, but no, but the whole idea of that, child, if somebody were to actually do that, that means they're paying attention to me, you know. And then they were, and now, well, let me say this. Let me.
Oh, he ready to get deep, y'all. He ready to get deep.
Yeah, I got to provisos on this because there would be those who may try to come to do it just because they think that's gonna get them brownie points. Okay, and you can feel the energy in that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I only want my brownies with 12 grams in them. Go ahead.
Okay, roller coaster. Okay, anywho. Oh Lord, no, not right now, baby, not right now. But those who actually would pay attention to me and realize that and we have that connection and they did that. Oh, honey, you talking about what I say in my song, honey. I'm gonna take you, honey, where Nirvana and Xanadu meet. Okay. Take you right there to that place where Nirvana and Xanadu meet. Cross connect, honey. Oh, we finna to go into a whole nother gamma quadrant. Okay. A whole nother gamma quadrant. Because see, now what that does is that means that you see we're no longer fucking, honey. You know where and hit me here. So now you're trying to be very intimate with me.
See, okay. You see that right there? You see that, Eric?
Yeah.
You see that now? When you can connect with a woman like that, where she's having orgasm out of her toenails, that's just amazing.
Listen.
Yeah, bottom line, when that happens, there'll be a Miss Buckner. Until then, I'm chilling.
Well, when that happened, it'll be a Miss Buckner, but until then, you can find a Miss Faulkner. Okay, you be okay.
Oh, we're gonna go to the comments. Okay. I had a relationship with someone. That person was a career drinker. Wow. I left the person once. I left the person twice. I left the person 3 times. In between, I almost had 3 pre-heart attacks. In 2021, I would not love or be in love with a person so deep that I almost lose myself. A pretty face and some soft words is nothing worth going to an early grave. Has anybody amongst you loved so hard that you almost lost yourself in the process? If a person is broken, sometimes it's best not to try to. And I think that continues on Facebook. Listen, sweetie, let me put this here. Let me put this here. Because anytime that you love so hard that you losing yourself, that's not love, that's obsession.
Indeed.
That
So,
there is obsession.
You telling me, because now you got my attention there, Mr. Meach. You telling me that nobody can love that hard to where they neglect themselves?
No, that's what I'm saying is it is beyond love. That's no longer love. That becomes obsession.
So
Because
what about loving somebody so much that not only have you neglected yourself, you wake up in a whole nother room that has no doorknobs, no windows, and your stomach been pumped?
Yeah. Because you're trying to give yourself up for them. You're trying to take yourself out of here for them because of what you have made up, what you think that this is supposed to be. And I'm gonna say we because I've been there. You know, this is why I'm able to say that I know I am an enabler. Because oftentimes I get caught up, and then church got part of it to do too, because it's the what would Jesus do syndrome. Oh, I'm trying to be a good Christian. I don't want nobody to feel bad because I know what it is to be left out and have somebody not be in their corner. And I say I'm a friend because I don't use that word lightly. And so I'm going to be there to the end. And all the time while you're making all that up, you are refusing to see what the fuck is going on in front of you. They have laid out all the cards on the table. The writing is on the wall. Somebody that came in with a bullhorn and read the writing on the wall loudly. But what has happened is you have now put on your rose-colored glasses and say, yeah, but. Okay. And in times like that, there are when you have gone to the limit to where everything else about that person has superseded you, you don't know how to take care of yourself, you don't forgot to eat, you don't even know how to go to the bathroom unless they went to the bathroom first. You know? And that's not love anymore. That is obsession. You have become totally obsessed with this person to where their life, they are your lifeline. Basically, you done made them your God because everything about you is dependent on whether or not they become successful or not. That's obsession. And so this is where folks got to learn how to find themselves. And this is why folks who end up coming out of relationships like that, they don't know where to go. They don't know because they get so far down and in those dumps, they don't know what to do. They can't function. And that's because they forgot who they are. So I tell folks this all the time. Coming out of a relationship, honey, you got to go back to basics. You got to get back to doing what it is that you do. What makes you happy? That wasn't before that person came into your life. What was you doing that made you happy? Did you sit around scratching your nuts all day? Did you watch TV? Did you get up and go play cards? Did you go shoot dice? Did you sit up there and go to the gun range? Was you selling drugs? Was you getting high with some weed? Whatever you getting high. What was you doing before this person came into your life that makes you happy? Start there. At least that's how we got to rebuild ourselves. You got to get back into understanding who you are. That's how come, like you see it all the time in the movies, Waiting to Exhale. When Miss Angela Bassett, honey, said they've been growing her hair. Mr. Loretta, my bitch, I've been growing your hair for 11 fucking years, bitch. Cut the shit, bitch. Cut it. I don't want it no goddamn more. Cut this shit because I got to start over. I got to get back into me. Okay? Because hell, I had the long motherfucker hair. He still went to a white woman. You know? You know? So so that there is are some of the things that we have got to do. And a lot of times in this particular situation, it sounds like this person here was so busy wanting to be in a relationship and so busy wanting to have that person's back, and then wanted to, it was Ike and Tina. You know how I did Tina, honey. You know, they just gonna leave me like the rest of them. I know I'll never leave you, Ike. I won't go nowhere. Got up in here. Now you afraid to leave him because he done told you you're gonna be like everybody fucking body else. Well, damn it, fucker, yes the fuck I am. To save
Hello.
to save me. And sometimes you have to get to that point before it gets too late, because and how do you know when it's too late? Because you not did something to fuck yourself up. You know, some folks get into cutting, some folks get in on drugs, and now you got a drug habit that you can't connect. Some folks take themselves up out of here, all because of what? Somebody who's gonna sit down there after they throw dirt in your face and go eat. This motherfucker already got somebody on the other side of town he was getting food stamps from, that he was putting food on your table with, or at least coming in with a folder of pocket pizza and shit, talking about he was hungry. Had somebody else buy with their food stamps, but didn't even think about bringing you a goddamn soda. I'm sorry, that was a flashback. I'm sorry.
No, you good. I mean, it's like somebody once told me long ago. In the end, always give yourself enough room to walk away.
And so, but see, sometimes their whole walking away is hard for us who have been there because we have abandonment issues. You know what I'm saying? This is where this gets deep. A lot of us have abandonment issues because we know what that is. We promised ourselves we would never treat nobody like that because that's a hurtful ass feeling.
True.
And when you're in love with humanity, and Eric, you understand this. When you are in love with humanity and want people to be the absolute best, genuinely, I feel a lot of times I feel that it is my duty to make sure that I don't bring no hurt, harm, or danger to you, because that's not my character. So for me to walk away from you, especially when I see that you down and out, you know, that there is not my thing. But what did I say in the beginning of this? Potential is the most dangerous word in the motherfucking English language, because a lot of the shit that we don't want to walk away from is because we see their fucking potential, and they don't.
Right.
And so they sit down there rolling and wallowing in the dirt. It's just like you come on in here and take a shower. As soon as they take a motherfucking shower, you done sit down there and got them clean. What the fuck do? They go right back outside in the rain. And this time it ain't just dry dirt, but they get in the mud and splatter mud all on every motherfucking thing. So now the mess that you just cleaned up became a bigger mess. And then you sit down there and then we cuss and fuss. We would cuss and fuss and, oh, you stupid ass motherfucker. Why that? And I'm sick and tired. I done told you. And yet,
come on.
We burp. We burp.
We hear, man.
Okay. All because we get to a point where we're trying not to have them feel like we felt. And this is why I say in the first book, honey, I am not your God. I can't fix life for you. I can't live your life, nor can I fix it for you. You got to do the work. And when here's something that's a statement. I don't know who said it. They said, if you love something, you got to let it go. If it comes back, it was yours. If it doesn't come back, it was never yours to begin with. You understand?
Absolutely.
And their friendship, my best friend and I, honey, when he got married to Sherry, he had the church. Oh my, wait a minute. I get emotional talking about this all the time. Because I felt like I was losing him, right? Our pastor told him to put me on call block okay, because I was still a practicing homosexual. And he was delivered and married a woman. Okay. He told me it took him 3 days to do it. Okay. And I called and I had got the recording talking about this number has been blocked. I said, what the fuck? And we saw each other at church and I told him to call me. Okay. And when we talked, he told me that our pastor told him to do it. And he said to me, he said, Michi, he said, I need you to do this for me. Because I need my marriage to work. And I need you to back up for me. And I started crying on the phone. I was like, damn, I'm losing you. I'm losing you. I said, this ain't supposed to be like this, dude. I said, this ain't supposed to be like this. He said, listen. He said, I just need for my marriage to work. And right now, I just need you to give me some space. And I told him, I said, because I love you. Because I love you. You say this is what you want? Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Yeah. We would see each other in church. Hey, high five. And that was it, at once a week. But it was between 3 and 5 months later, he started calling. He called me. He said, I can't do it no more. I said, what? He said, I miss you. I said, I miss you too. And we had rekindled. And so we had came up with a system because I said, well, listen. He said, Fridays is our day. That's our day of the week. And so I wouldn't call on a Friday. And then, of course, as we got comfortable with it, there were times we forget, I would call and he would say, oh, hey, it's Friday. I'm like, oh, shit, it is. Okay, hang up, bye, And then other times he said, no, he would say, it's okay. I said, no, it's not okay. It's not okay. This is y'all's day. We said we're gonna do this way. This is what this is. So now we're trying to stay on track, and trying to keep the parameters and the boundaries together. And it took us a minute. It took us a minute because the church was a heavy influence on that. And then, of course, after 8 years, and year number 6 is when things started going wrong because he had never told her about his past. Okay. And she happened to overhear us talking on the phone because what I would do is he never cheated on her, but I would let him have a release. Because he'll see boys or whatever, he would talk to me and tell, oh my God, he was. And then when I feel he went too far, I was like, okay, what's up with Sherry? What did you cook for her for dinner? Something to jar him out of it. And it would be just as abrupt as I just did it, And one night when he thought she was asleep, we were up on the phone. It was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. As she was doing a bathroom run, and she happened to hear the entire conversation, or at least his side of it. Or maybe the whole thing, because I think he didn't have it on speaker, but she heard the conversation. And it sparked a conversation. And then, and it opened, and I share this all the time because this is, I'm not telling this business because this is public information. And it became a strain because that was year number 6. And then, of course, she hated me. And Then she thought I was trying to steal a man, and no, yeah, okay. So all of that to say, that's still my sister. Okay, that's my sister. Had it. That listen, okay. I was about to go on the host road for that bitch because she got stuck here in Atlanta. She was on a job, one of the traveling salesmen and shit. And they came down here and she didn't make her quota for the day. And somehow or another, they ended up leaving her here in Atlanta. And my best friend called me crying because he didn't know how to get home. And I went in my closet and I put on I had the yellow Levi's, and I had my yellow flower shirt, honey, and that was my go get 'em outfit. And I was about to go out here on the host store. I ain't never hold before like that. But my best friend called me crying and couldn't get home. And we didn't have no money. So we were finna go make this money because I needed him home. And how I know this is God, because his father called my house just as I was about to walk out the motherfucking door. I had just got to the armor guard and clicked the thing because I was going out there and the phone rang. And I went to go answer the phone because I thought it was him calling me back, and it was his daddy. His daddy has never called I haven't even laid eyes on that motherfucker. And his father called me and said, we got him under control. We got family down there, so we got him. So I knew that was God. But I was going to go on the stroll for my best friend because my best friend called me crying. You hear me? So when you love somebody and you love them hard, okay, there are different degrees, because there are some folks that you love hard and you know damn well you ain't had no business doing. You enable that person. There are some folks like your kids that there's nothing in this world that my kids can't do, honey, because God himself will have to come down and tap me on my motherfucking shoulder and be like, bitch, sit down. You understand? And there become degrees to that. And oftentimes we blur the lines because we want everybody to be at the same level, and it's not. And that's how we end up losing ourselves, because like my best friend had to tell me, a lot of my friendships, because of how we are, he said, baby, everybody ain't me. You can't make everybody the kind of friend that I am. That was a hard lesson. That was a hard pill to swallow. A hard pill to swallow, because I'm like, well, bitch, how come? Because shit, you know, I'm love, you love, bitch, we got this. But everybody ain't him. Boom. All right, let me take a break. We done got real heavy up in here. Y'all done got quiet.
I was listening. Me, never have I felt more closer to you than at this moment. I relate to that on levels that you do not understand at the moment, but we'll have that discussion.
Okay, listen, honey. Oh, honey, Oh, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Come on.
We are a lot alike. That's what I'm learning.
Come on through here, Jesus. Listen, let's cool it off for a minute. Yeah. We'll be right back, cheering right on back.
You must heed my words before I'm gone, my son. Now, you will be king. But the throne must pass to a male heir. Hakim, it appears you have a son who must be found.
Prepare the royal jet. We are going back to America.
Oh, hell no, Your Majesty.
Come on! I'm back! Say it again! Feel right in this motherfucker! Feel good in this motherfucker! My whole hood in this motherfucker! Come on!
I'm the king of this shop.
That's funny in hell!
Well. Say it again.
It is so good to see you.
Well, I be damned. Bam! Look who done come up in here.
Hey, it's Kunta Kinte and Ebola.
Famine and Blood Diamond.
Nelson Mandela and Winnie.
Those hungry babies with the flies on the face.
Hey, that's too much now. You stepped over the line. Now, we won't be talking that kind of shit about the hungry babies. You're going to have to get out of my chair.
Politically incorrect.
So what you doing back here, Hotel Rwanda?
I'm back. Say it again. It feel right. Feel good. Bang. Let's talk.
One. Hi everybody, I'm Lily and today I want to share my book with the whole entire world. I would read you the book, but one day you might not buy it. Thanks for going on this adventure to the aquarium with me. Bye! At the bottom of the screen to see where you can buy the book. And make sure you don't forget to like and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Attention all business owners. Use your advertising dollars here. Looking to reach a more diverse audience for your products and your services? Well, this is the platform for you. Dishing Tea Entertainment welcomes all businesses who wish to expand their brands and looking for clientele that's more than grown and sexy, but also the seasoned and sophisticated. For more information on how this spot can be yours, contact Big Meat at 404-914-5610 or go to our website at www.dishingtea.com. Be bold, be unique, be the tea with a unique body oil fragrance from the Sensuality Fragrance Collection. The Sensuality Collection embodies a unique array of customized original scents created by Big Meat. Indulge yourself in such fragrances as eye candy, foreplay, anticipation, shower fresh, naked beauty, or pay homage to the motherland and choose an oil from our exclusive Wakanda collection. Over 17 different scents that will tantalize your senses. Order yours today. Log on to www.dishingtea.com for more information. Because remember, it's all about the tea. Sensuality, that is. All right, and we are back. Okay, Buck is coming back in. I wanted to let him get himself together. He had stepped away from. Oh, come on, there we go. All right, cheering. All right. Let me go to the comments. Okay. Let's see. Oh my God, really?
Mm-hmm.
Big Means, how are you, man? Good to see you. Shadrach, how are you, darling? He's a fashion designer, honey, living over in where are you, Amsterdam and things right now, honey. He and his husband, oh child, and then he's cute too. You know I've been flirting with you all the time, Shadrach. Okay. Yes, honey, good to see you. Thanks for coming on up in here, baby. That just gave me some little some joy. Barbara D, yes, ma'am. It would be towards anyone who likes drama, manipulative behaviors, haters, bullies, etc. You're cool people as much as everyone else in here. Okay, okay. Let's see. My mom always said that. Okay, did she? Okay. Thank you, and back at you, and Happy New Year. Okay, right. Okay. And Barbara D, anytime, darling. Nice meeting you. Happy New Year to you. Did you get on the live video last week? Okay, yeah, that was her on here last week. Let it out, Meech. It's okay to hear. Speak your truth. Stay strong. You're doing fine. Thank you, babe. Y'all know I'm a big old crybaby, honey. But you know, certain and child. Now that happened. God, talking about that. This happened. This here was back in 1993. 93, 94, somewhere up in there. So, child, yeah, honey. And every time I talk about it, it still hits me like
Still hurt like yesterday, yeah.
Because that was just a very profound move for us, you know. That was just very profound for us. Okay. Oh, preach, Bristol. Okay, okay. I have no words. That was profound. Wow.
Indeed.
Thank you so much, Meech, for being so honest with us. It's the only way it works, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Meech has me at a loss for words. I can relate to everything you're saying. Okay, that's why I told you to write your book on your life, honey.
Facts.
Okay, good night, everyone. Okay.
All right, Miss Pat.
Powerful message with heart, truth, honesty, and with grace in it, Meech. We all have a story that needs to be told and keep it all real. Of course, darling. We have to, baby. See, the beautiful thing about life is this. It doesn't work until you're honest with all of the pieces, the good, the bad, the ugly, the not so ugly, honey, the in between, the indifferent. You have to be truthful with it. And it's got to be transparent. Now, sometimes we don't want to acknowledge the hurt because none of us want to hurt. Listen, when you go to the doctor, you know damn well there's something he gonna do is gonna hurt. Whether he gonna give you a shot, whether they got to sit down there and poke and prod and carry on, you know, whether they draw blood or they got to go into them damn arteries and then when they stick, something is going to hurt. Nobody wants to hurt, but we have to endure the pain in order to get to the healing. Honey.
But you got to understand something. Our healing as human beings is not set up. It's not set up like the healing or like let's say overseas when it comes to the medical field, because in other countries they cure things.
Oh,
okay. Over here, our healing is set up just like our medical is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We doggone treat it. We treat it. We hide it. When it surfaces, it hurts again. We have to treat it again and put it back into that perspective place that we hid inside of us.
Mm-hmm.
Because just like you could talk about something 20 years from now, and the pain surfaces through the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And and I realized when I was listening to you, you don't know, you read the shit out of me because I can be I feel like I can be honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But that person that woke up in that rubber room was me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at, once you go so far over the edge that you try to take yourself out of here.
Right.
And then the people that you thought didn't give a damn at all are the ones that come save you. That was not even communicating with you. Like you're not even having daily conversations with these people. And when you come to, that's who's there.
Right.
And the person that was immediately there that actually doggone sent you over there was not there.
Right.
That's a lot of messages right there.
Hello.
And when you were just speaking, it kind of reminded me, I had a conversation this morning. No, the eldest man in my family is my Uncle Stanley.
Okay.
So I get a good morning every morning. He says good morning to the entire family every morning.
Okay.
Okay, and he calls from time to time. So this morning was one of them times he called and we had a conversation this morning. And we were talking about, I have a first cousin that was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But turned out, you know what I'm saying, I had an older cousin, my first cousin, and myself. Them the three that should have came up together. But the one with the silver spoon in his mouth, he turned out to be nothing. A piece of shit. The two of us that had the doggone go out and crush cans or give bottles back to the store to have them put the pocket change, have raised kids, families, and have some type of integrity, and we stand for something and fall for nothing.
Okay.
And the crazy thing about it, we got into this conversation this morning, and it reminded me, the one born with a silver spoon in his mouth was the older cousin that I looked up to.
Mm.
He was a person I thought was my superhero. And then at 16, he crushed my entire fucking world. He picked me up by having me hang out with him. And I thought, oh, I'm hanging with my big cousin today. You know what I'm saying? But we get to a friend's house. Now, if anybody knows my dad in Chicago, nicknamed Thirst, Ronnie Hill, zero tolerance. If he owe you, you pay him, because he will walk up in your mama's house and go in your bedroom door and fuck you up. Okay, it's that simple. He will say good. He will speak to your mom. Hey, how you doing? And walk right past and go beat your ass. But my cousin, I still never forget this, because I feel like this morning when I had this conversation, you never know what you carry.
Right.
The shit dropped me into the dirt this morning, Meech. You know what I'm saying, Eric? You know what I'm saying? Like, and Helene, I'm just saying, it dropped me into the dirt when I remembered this morning, that one morning while I go hang out with him, I'm on top of the world. But not less than an hour and hanging out with him, I'm at a friend of his house. Where we going, he gonna pick his friend up, his friend getting dressed. They already started drinking, but I'm 16, I'm sitting there and they drinking. First he offered me the liquor. I get that, you know what I'm saying? Who is 16, everybody been offered a little liquor, so. Okay. So his friend is in there getting dressed. And it's still, I want to fuck him up for this today because I'm older. But his friend yells out from the bathroom and says, hey, I got a little treat for you. It's under the couch. So he leaned forward on the couch. He look under there. He pulls a mirror out. The mirror got a little mountain of cocaine on it.
Mm-hmm.
I know what it is because I'm the gangster movie kid from the time I was 9. You know, I know what I'm looking like. I'm looking like, oh, okay. So he pulls it out. Now, first thing I'm thinking is, I never known my cousin do drugs. You don't look up to them people. That's just not, you know what I'm saying? But he cut that shit up and put it in a situation and went right up his nose with it. Right while it was in front of me. And I sat there across, I was like, damn. Now in your mind, you're going, damn, you know, this the cousin, you know what I'm saying? You grow up, you want to be like your cousin, you know what I'm saying? And this is where my heart got totally broken and the cord cut between me and him at 16. After admiring him, this motherfucker made another line and asked me, you get down? Offered me a motherfucking line. I'm 16 fucking years old. You offer me some fucking cocaine and you're my older cousin that I'm supposed to be looking up to.
Right.
Nigga, do you know if I'd have shared that news with my dad, he'd be a dead son of a bitch today?
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I think about it, I think about what the fuck else goes on with our kids when we're not around.
Ooh.
I think about these things.
Who is the motherfucker that you think is shining, but he's motherfucking as shady as sandpaper?
Exactly.
When you're not around with your children.
Right.
Because I still carry that because I got so pissed off today and I started to think like, damn. And then it came back that I had the same thought before, because I had this conversation with the other cousin maybe a year or so ago. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. When I started having those thoughts then, Meech, I had a particular resident, and now I was watching them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because now I'm going, you don't know.
Right.
And how many times these parents are going, oh, quit acting so stupid. Go on with cousin so-and-so, or go with uncle so-and-so, so-and-so. And the kid said, no, I'm going to stay home. Get your shit, get your ass out and go with them. The kid is trying to give you this signal like, warning, I don't want to go. I got my reason.
Exactly.
And to this day, bro, I don't trust a motherfucker around mine.
How about it? Okay.
Because at the end of the day, when he did that, he not only disrespected you, he disrespected your father.
My family, period. Because I was
right.
I was the doggone the king kid, great grades, the baby boy, my grandfather's person that could do no wrong.
When I tell you, these are literally some of the things that keep me up late at night. Y'all know I have terrible sleep patterns these days. When I'm up, these are the things I think about. I think about all of y'all. I think about the people around y'all and what they're doing and who they're around, because there's always the conversations that we are not privy to. Those are the ones that I fear the most.
Okay, right.
You know, one thing I learned, and I had to learn this the hard way, but I'm glad I learned that lesson. One morning I woke up and I had to tell myself, and y'all excuse my vernacular. One morning I woke up, told myself, bitch, if you don't stop dealing with motherfuckers, if you don't start dealing with motherfuckers for who they are, not for who the fuck you want them to be.
Well,
that's that potential thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he got potential to be this. He got potential. And that's what I'm dealing with, the potential. I'm not dealing with you, nigga.
Exactly. How about that? How about that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, again, when you get older, you realize these rose-colored glasses we wear sometimes, we got to take them off and see it for what it really is.
Now, Rez, I got something to add to that. Now, I was the same way with my brother. He's deceased now. I mean, you know, I told y'all the story. Me and him are 10 years apart. You know, he spent most of his life in jail. But the thing that got me like that with him was one day, I was about 16, I guess. And I guess he thought it was okay for him to shoot up in front of me.
Oh.
I was like, whoa. I'm like, whoa, wait a fucking minute. You're my brother, which is true. That's a part of your life, but I don't need to be. I don't even know. I don't need to be a part of that. I don't need to be a part of that thing in your life to be a part of your life.
How about that?
I mean, I tell you, that thing hurt me so bad where to the point that he showed me the whole thing, how he got to draw the blood out his arm first and got it. That shit fucked with me. Did you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, my cousin did that to me. Yeah, my cousin did that to me.
That shit right there is a spooky thing in my life because I opened the door and my auntie was so fucking out of it. She still had a fucking thing tied around her arm and the needle motherfucking hanging out her arm. Yeah. And I was motherfucking too small to help her.
Yeah.
I opened the door and she's bent over in another zone with a fucking needle bouncing around in her arm. What the fuck do you do?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. My cousin, well, we both found out, well, we called our mothers the twins, okay? But I didn't meet his mom until I was 16 because I knew my mother had an older sister, but I had never met her. And this was my grandmother's last birthday. Okay. And Marianne was throwing a party. Okay. And we were at it was at Terry's house. No, it was at Marianne's house or whatever. But Terry had come over and I had met him for the first time and carrying on. And It was so diabolical because my mother and his mother are sisters, okay? They are 14 years apart. Terry
Oh
and
wow.
I are 14 years apart.
Oh
My
wow.
mother and Marianne are both Geminis, okay? Terry and I are both Pisces. My mother and Marianne, honey, they called them the twins because I never knew this woman until I heard my mama come out of her mouth. Okay. And I was like, oh my God. And then Terry and I, we found out that, we were similar and carrying on in a lot of ways. And then both of us are gay. So, we had that thing going on. And after we met, we went over and carrying on. And then he was telling me, he said, well, no, I'm going out tonight because I belong to a private club. I said, a private club? He said, yeah, it's called the Sportsman. And of course, I had been to the Sportsman already, right? I said, the Sportsman? He said, yes, your cousin is gay. I said, well, so am I, and blah, blah, blah. Well, he invited me over to his birthday party. Now, there's a couple things with this. First thing is, I get there early because I want, he asked me to come over, spend the night, this, that, and the other one, and I'm all excited. It's my older cousin and blah, blah, blah. And he cooks like I do, okay. Well, Terry was on crack. So what happens, he is in his den with me, and he sits down, and he has his bong, and carrying on, and he goes through the steps of cooking it and getting high and carrying on. Oh, what are you doing? He said, oh, I'm just smoking, I'm getting high. Got to get ready for the party. Now, I didn't necessarily know what crack was, because I had never seen, I saw it was called freebasing back in the day, and I had somebody freebase in front of me. But I walked in on him because he was down in the basement doing his thing. But Terry just flat out, in yoga position, crossed his legs and shit. And that threw me because I thought that it was, he was going to smoke him a joint or whatever because I was ready for that. But no, honey, he took the little thing and, had the burner and was lighting the thing up and things and all this. I was like, what the fuck is this? But it threw me because I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm very sentimental and carrying on it because our mothers act alike and my brother thought that he and I act alike and carrying on and we were so much alike. I was like, this ain't my life, and I'm sitting there paranoid. I'm like, is this what I'm about to turn into? Because we so much alike, I don't want this to be me because it was crazy. And it just took me for a loop. And then at that party, now this is where the embarrassment comes in because he embarrassed the shit out of me. Okay. And what he did was he called me out. He said, Demetrius, come here. I said, okay. And I had just put my eye on a couple of guys, right? I said, ooh, Valentino. God damn it. Okay. I was in love with that man. My cousin took me and he put me in the middle of the room. He said, y'all see this one right here? And I'm watching folks, they licking their lips and shit. He said, this is my cousin. He is 16 years old. He's off limits. Do not touch. When I tell you the melanin in my body left, because I was a pool of all of my complexion on the floor, because I was so motherfucking embarrassed. But then I'm thankful because half of them motherfuckers are dead today. Because I didn't know, this is 86. So, This here, we are in the beginning stages of what HIV/AIDS and stuff is. But most of those folks are dead today. On top of being dead, they were all into some kind of drugs or something. Of course, me being young, hot in the ass, I didn't see that at the time. I just saw my cousin cock blocking, a major cock block, you know. Okay. But he did that, and now because what? Yeah, because he's 64. He'll be 65 this year. On February 20th. So I guess I could say I'm thankful, but at the same time, what he has took me through, because I brought him in, you know, he ended up losing his place. He came to come and stay with us. He ended up stealing from me. I woke up to that boy going through my purse, going through. I woke up. We were sleeping in the same room. I woke up. I don't know. God just woke me up, and you know how you try to adjust to the light because it was dark. I don't know how I saw him so fucking clearly. I woke up in the darkness and saw this motherfucker kneel down. He was going through my purse, and he had took some bus tickets out of my purse. And then it was at that moment that let me know he had been taking money, because I've been having money come up missing. But that's because he was sitting up there, he was getting high, and had got so far gone to where he was coming in lying. On New Year's Eve, we went out to the club one night. I had started gaining weight. So my size 34 pants, I gave to him because I had to buy them in a 36. But I bought the identical pants, right? That's what when the color Levi's was first out, and I had every color that they had available. So I gave him all of my smaller clothes. And so we went out dressed together, dressed alike. So we call ourselves the twins. Every time I gave him some money to go buy us some drinks, he never bought my change back. And I had dawned on it. Until I got, nigga, didn't I just give you a 20? You know, because I'm, you know, he didn't have no money, so I'm buying all the drinks he carried on. I'm sitting there, Papa 20, give me one drink, and he bring back, never brought me back my change. Child, yeah, he was sitting up there and was getting high and things. So, yeah. So having that element when you're looking up to folks, and again, going back to messages, because that there is a cheat in itself, because we're talking relationships, but this here family relationships, and you know, the cheater happened to be the drugs this time. You know, went out the element because you know went over here to the girl and to the white boy and the smack, you know, and this, that, and the other, or to the weed, because marijuana is addictive, and folks don't want to believe that. But I watched my dad, and my daddy was addicted to marijuana. Because he was alcoholic, marijuana. It was a cross addiction. So a lot of folks don't get that, but what are the messages, honey? And this is why having this kind of conversation, it does get deep. It's therapeutic. It is therapy. You know, oftentimes many of us don't want to have these particular conversations because you're afraid of what the answer is, and you know what it is, but most of the time you don't want to face it. And what we said earlier, sometimes, honey, you're only family by blood. Your friends, this is why I don't use this term loosely. Friends are the family that you get to choose.
Yes, that part.
See, that's a calm that your friend is closer to you than your brother, because I didn't choose my brother, honey. That there was blood. I had no regard to that, no input. But a friend, that's a friend. Yeah, that means I chose you. I put you in my circle, and that's why it's sometimes hard.
It's okay. It's weird. It's weird you say that, because I know I've had some situations, and this is over 2020. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But, and this is including you, me. This is including you. My brother, same mama, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like he'll do for somebody for on stage recognition.
Oh,
you have done or assisted me without being asked or a blink of an eye. So I feel like the way you have helped me before, is the way a brother of blood should have helped me.
Right. Right.
And then what really got them work with me, Lord. Okay. What really put the nail in the coffin of the whole situation was you even forgot what you done for me. I never forgot. I know what I had, you know what I'm saying, what I had to do when I was in a situation to fix it.
Right.
You forgot because you did it out of the kindness of your heart. You didn't care what one way or the other.
Right.
The assistance that he gave me was a lot less than what you did.
Right.
And I was asked for it back a month later, and it wasn't alone. It was given, and then it was a question of, oh, I don't normally, do this kind of stuff, but I spent too much. I did too much while I was down and such. So I'm just trying to see if you can float that back to me. Float what back to you? You had a conversation with me, seeing that I was trying to do something, and then fucking 4 o'clock in the morning out of nowhere, you threw something and said, hey, add that, and I hope that helped you. I didn't ask you for that.
Right.
And now you're saying give it back. What? And it was, bruh, it was half of what you did.
Okay.
So that's what I was looking at that. I'm like, damn, this the same brother that I motherfucking paid $2,700 for to re-register a motherfucking car out of my pocket when that was not the plan.
See.
Nor was I asked. I just felt like that would be a comfort zone for him not to be worried about the police pulling up behind him.
Right.
Right. So I didn't hesitate because that was my brother.
Right.
But you know what? I've come to realize in this wonderful, blessed 55 years of living that the Lord has blessed me to do. As far as people I know, it's come to my view that for me, it seems like the ones I do the most for are the quickest ones to give me their asses to kiss.
Yeah. Banner. Yep.
God damn it. Ah!
Girl.
Yes, honey. Yes. Yes.
Okay, let me clear this right here, and I'm I'm gonna give you something, Meech. I'm gonna see if you ever been in this situation. All right. You messing with somebody, you always get in hotel rooms or whatever when you want to spend time and hang out, right? But this somebody is so attached to another nigga, they won't just let go of that and give you their all. Right? They still want to keep fucking with the nothing nigga that can't even get a hotel room for them, can't do nothing with them, can't help them do nothing. And that person is so stupid for the nothing nigga that they have the audacity to ask you after one of you all's encounters, can I keep the room because he has nowhere to sleep tonight?
The hell that got to do with me? Oh, I'm sorry. Bitch.
Can I keep the room because he has nowhere to sleep tonight? So here it is. You done went Vanessa Del Rio on me all day, but you still so in love with this nigga, you want to make sure he got somewhere to lay in a room where I just slayed you.
Yeah.
What in the smurf? What?
Right. Okay. Oh.
She had some balls. Do you hear me?
It's happened to me.
So you okay? All right. Okay, because I'm still confused today.
My cousin need a. I know that nigga ain't your cousin. Don't play with me. You
Right.
don't have to wait for your cousin like that.
Right. And we're looking at me, Eric, crying like I'm supposed to be. Oh, okay, baby. I'm okay. What?
Uh-huh.
Shawty, I just loaded you up with 1,000 motherfucking soldiers. You looking like 300 by the way. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay.
Right.
My pull-out game was terrible because I'm trying to knock you up at the time. What the hell are you talking about?
How about that?
Fuck.
Thank you for helping me realize that the situation I was in is obsession. Yes, honey. Yeah.
We had these discussions.
That's a cute perfume, though.
Yeah, that's all it is. It only works as perfume, honey.
Yes. Okay.
It stinks so good. Yeah.
It only works as perfume, honey. Good night, everyone. I totally agree. Enjoyed this conversation. Red, I still disagree with the DNA thing, but another day, another time. I will see you guys next week. I will be waiting, wishing, and hoping I can come on. I still have a beef with sex on TV. Laugh out loud. Have a great night and try to have a stress-free week. Love you all.
Love you too, Barbara, and stay away from Ruthless.
Right. I think about all these things too, Eric.
I know you do, Tracy.
H2. Okay, right. I know you do, my friend, all the time. We post things that time of the night. I know you're up too. Okay.
You too, Meech, for that matter.
Okay. Ooh, Jesus, y'all better preach tonight, honey. Well, okay.
Well, I try to post things late at night because I don't want to offend anybody. Because me being the only virgin in the room, I don't want to say anything that makes people feel some type of way.
I've had a friend that was closer than a brother. Not a day goes by that I don't honor him by being kind to other people. Yes.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Let me teach y'all some sign language real quick. Okay. These are the virgins I dated. This is the virgin that's above me.
Well, I'm this kind of a virgin. I'm this virgin. Nothing is spread apart. Everything is still together, honey.
The opinions of these people.
Right. Okay.
Well, don't slam shut on my behalf. That's
okay. Well, listen. Let's let these good people get on to their business and get on up and things. This has been a powerful show right here. Right, powerful to people. Speaking of, I just created 3 new scents. That's part of the sensuality collection, and one of them I call "Power to the People." Because it has there's a powerful coffee aroma that comes off of it. And when you think coffee, you think wake up. So yeah.
Hey, can you think to make a scent like this? I thought about this. What's been going on all this week? Period. You need to make a scent called Trump Revolution and make it smell like coffee and cigarettes.
Okay.
And then the next one you make it smell like wet dog. That'd be Trump Revolution too.
Oh.
But okay. The gag what that is? If he make those and put them on the right website, you will sell right the fuck out. I'm trying to tell you, okay?
Yes. Okay.
I know that wet dog gonna fly.
Okay. I'm gonna let
I hope it's not wet and limp. I hope it's wet and still standing strong. There's a big difference, honey.
Well,
power to the
PTP, honey.
Yes, Meech, it's time to go to bed. You need your rest, honey.
PTP, honey. Yes, because I made a dent, honey. I'm starting to I got rid of the chairs. We took those to the church. And so now I got rid of a box that was in this corner. That when I went through this motherfucker, I was like, bitch, all of this is really okay. So yeah, we got rid of that. And now, so we're working. We're working towards making this look like something again.
Now you need that bucket of ginseng and horny goat root and that you need to get all of it.
Okay. They don't know that now. All of my secrets. Okay, my maca powder. Okay. Anyway, listen, sweeties, we're gonna let you guys go head on back into your own worlds. Thank you for sharing it with us over here with what it is that we're doing. Listen, honey, and y'all know this. Okay, everything that we're doing over here is moving forward, any way, shape, style, form, or fashion, honey. So listen, you can finish all of your crumpets, baby, because the tea has been dished, and you've been dishing tea. Big Meech, and with the big guy ally, honey, that's Big Red. In the absence of Aunt Nikki, we had your boy Derek, honey, with the Helena twist up there. We had right. Over here, honey, we had the Buckster, honey, E-Buck.
We miss
Over
you, Nikki.
here.
We love you.
Okay, yeah, she thought she was trying to come in, but she's taking care of something with her son. Now, listen, those of you who are in the Atlanta area, I got to put a commercial together because over on the weekends, you got to pre-order your food because she likes to cook the food and serve it nice and hot when you come pick it up or whatever. But she's doing dinners on Thursdays through Sundays, so that they they got to get some things together for her son and his legal issues and carrying on. They got to get the lawyer. So we got whiting fish and chicken with potato salad, macaroni and cheese, greens. She does a sweet potato cornbread, honey. Oh, listen.
What you eat?
That goddamn sweet potato cornbread is everything. Okay, dinners are like $15, and if you're in a 5-mile radius, they do deliver. Okay, so we'll let you guys know, but that's over there with Aunt Nikki. You can cash app her and carry it on and put your orders in. So we'll keep y'all abreast of that. But until then, I got Donut Factory duties Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I'll be there Monday and Tuesday. I got to be there. That's that late night, early shift. It's the 7 p to 4 a shift. So we're doing that, and so I know all of us will be back here on Thursday in this platform. I got to keep you guys posted with what's going on. So until then, honey, if you love us, tell a friend. If you hate us, tell all of your motherfucking enemies. But you know this. Like I said, one way, shape, style, form, of fashion, honey, everything that we're doing over here will move forward. So having said all that, honey, hey, y'all know it's just that's just the thing to do. So all right, y'all go meditate, honey. Y'all get
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the other day I was sipping my doggone tea while I was saying, hey, bitches, and they said, get off my lawn.
And stop looking at my windows.
For real, though. For real.
Fuck it, I'm not gonna even do the little thing, honey. I'm just gonna say good night. Honey, sing, child. Just sing, Lord.